see Mrs. Clampett to buy your tickets.
At the gym sometimes.
Tracy, what's the Wallace girl's name? The Wallace, daughter. Nora. I bought my 12 tickets from Nora, and she said they were all going to be winners. Well, at least one. Is that okay or a little loud?
You were a little loud on that end. Morstein couldn't hear, he said. No, he couldn't hear because his eardrums had broken. That's what he said. You're going to do your seniors at 6:20, is that right?
Yes.
National anthem at what time?
6:50.
Okay.
So it's going to be 44 minutes on the clock.
Should I ring the bells as they're walking out for this one?
No.
You want 44 minutes on there?
No. Well, I got 6:16, so that's 44 minutes till 7. Yeah. Check, you're the official guy, Jeff. Usually that's just Pete. Yeah, put it to 43 or something, and
Yeah.
have long.
Do that. Right here, get it. Where's my clicker at? There we go. All right. It might be waiting for my bells. I think they're waiting for
I don't even see where they're at. They're not at the...
They're back there.
They're not ready for your bells. We don't play that till they start walking. Where do you think they are? No. Where do you think they are?
They're over here.
The players? No, this is just for the seniors. They gotta fix it. We're approaching 6:20. We'll start with the cheer squad and football senior recognition. Senior participants and their player parents, please enter the south end zone for your recognition time. I don't think this is It would normally come out this early, right?
Mason, we're going to get things going here pretty quick. Okay, so you got the seniors?
Hey,
That in your pocket so you don't lose it. Charlie said make sure you got that. Just put it in your pocket. Thank you. Appreciate all you do.
Tracy, give me these numbers. Josh Alford, 2. Carter Eiler, 80. Isaac, 7.
I'm going to do a little pregame stuff.
And good evening, everyone. And
5.
Let's try it like this. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast this evening on Central Illinois Sports. Jack Hull, Brian Shoemaker alongside Mason Ingalls running the camera tonight. It is senior night at Camp Point Central. The Panthers 8-0 and the Calhoun Warriors 5-3 will be in competition tonight in this crossover game in the WIBC. Glad you joined us tonight for the broadcast. Of course, anytime you can send us a text at 217-473-5151 with questions, comments, where you're listening from, and all those good things. And you have reached the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service, dedicated loan officers. They can help you through the buying of a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We're going to take a break on the pregame show and tell you more about Great Rivers. We'll tell you about the seniors tonight being recognized and more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. It's Calhoun visiting Camp Point Central on the YouTube channel Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Prairie Land FS is a full-service agricultural supplier dedicated to providing high-quality products and services for the purpose of improving customer profitability. We're known for our customer service in and out of the fields. We are neighbors serving neighbors for over 100 years and promise to provide complete seed and application service to all our customers. Our trained energy specialists, along with our crop specialists, can help you take your business to the next level. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
For the past 4 years, I've had the honor of serving our community as the Pike County Clerk and Recorder. Within those years, I have completed the first ever internal payroll audit in Pike County history, increased revenue with the recording department with implementation of record availability, and administered and or written over $3.75 million in grant monies. I would appreciate your support to continue this progress, and please vote Roseberry on November 8th.
Paid for by the Pike County Republican Central Committee.
In Pittsfield, you can expect to find a safe, charming, livable community that affords its residents a tremendous quality of life. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, Pittsfield boasts many historic homes and buildings that hark of a different era, each with a fascinating story to tell. Take a drive through our neighborhoods, and you'll get a glimpse of true Midwestern charm. Historic neighborhoods with well-maintained, architecturally diverse homes on quiet tree-lined streets. Safe, walkable, and convenient neighborhoods close to historic downtown Pittsfield, and new subdivisions like Panther Creek offer plenty of beautiful homes. The median price of a home in Pittsfield is $115,000. With such affordable prices and property taxes that are half the national average, it's easy to see why Pittsfield would be a good choice to locate. Pittsfield's Penstone Municipal Airport offers opportunities for small jet services. Pittsfield offers the perfect blend of big city amenities and small town charm. There's a home waiting for you here.
Welcome back on the pregame show. About 38 minutes away from the opening of tonight's game. It is senior night at Camp Point Central, and we'll be recognizing the seniors from both teams tonight as we go along. Glad you've joined us on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank. With locations in Berry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, we've served the entire region and beyond. Check out the online loan applications at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Trucks LLC. For all your diesel repair needs, call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service units at this time until their new building is being constructed in the industrial park of Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping the local community with all of their diesel needs. I know they are renting a building to work on your truck and diesels too. Call Trucks at 217-922-0044. That's Trucks at 217-922-0044. And be sure to like Trucks on Facebook. Well, if we take a look at the Calhoun Warriors and how they got to this 5-3 record, they started the season off against Brown County back on August the 25th and were defeated 40-22 in a game. They had a little trouble taking care of the football that night. Came back with an exciting 17-16 win over Minden Unity Payson in Week 2. In Week 3, they beat West Central 39-6. In Week 4, they were defeated by Greenfield 14-7 in a game they led pretty much throughout. Then they got a win over Carrollton 33-8, a win over Pleasant Hill 55-0, a 54-8 win over Whitehall North Green. They were defeated by Beardstown last week 36-11, and that brings them to this game tonight as they take on Camp Point Central in this crossover game. Camp Point Central started the season against Carrollton, if you remember, way back in week number 1 in a game Charlie and John Hull brought to you. And we'll get to that here in just a second and tell you about all their scores as soon as I can hit the C on my little deal to get me there. But I know they got a big win that night against Carrollton. Let's see, here we go. Camp Point Central. And, of course, they play in the North Division. They are the North Division champions of the WIVC. They defeated Carrollton in week number 1, 43-0. Pitched a shutout against Pleasant Hill, 46-0 in one of their 4 home games that they played this season. Then defeated Minden Unity 30-8 in a game Minden Unity led 8-0. Beat Brown County 30-0 over at Mount Sterling. Then defeated Jacksonville Route 28-0 on a Saturday at the old McMurray Field. Beat Concord Triopia 62-0 in their last home game before they went on the road and got the 36-28 win over Beardstown in an exciting game, and won last week in a game over Whitehall North Green 68-6. Camp Point Central looking to go undefeated on the season, and of course Calhoun is hoping to keep that from happening, as they would like to move to 6-3 and go into the playoffs with a little bit of an advantage. And Brian Shoemaker, as we bring you alongside tonight, Calhoun and Camp Point Central last year in a game that was 14-14 at halftime. Calhoun was 2-5 when we went into that game, and Camp Point Central had won all their games. So you never want to count out that Calhoun squad.
Well, and I don't think – let's make sure we got me here.
No, you're doing fine.
I'm good, okay. Let's say one thing very, very clearly. This is not the same Calhoun team that you have seen over the past few years that has been the 2-5s, the 1-8s, the 0-9s when we were down doing media days and they were saying, I'd rather get kicked by a mule than go 0-9 again. This is a very different Calhoun squad, Jack. These kids are athletic, they are talented, they are quick, they are strong, and this is the first, if you talk to the people in Calhoun, of many, many good years to come.
They are very young, too, but when you see the likes of a Lorton playing quarterback and a Longnecker at a running back, names of kids that their parents were on those playoff teams and state championship teams, and they want to prove to their parents they can do the same thing.
Exactly. You've seen the community come out in droves now for these kids. The community is behind them. They're behind them at JFL games, Jack. I mean, this is a very exciting time down in Calhoun County. A lot of talented kids, as we just mentioned, and it starts at that quarterback play. Lorton kid is very, very talented. Longnecker is a heck of a huge, strong runner, and that's going to cause some problems tonight for this Calhoun defense.
And Calhoun plays a defense that a lot of people have been talking about very good too. The key for Calhoun is to take care of the football and not fumble it in the triple option.
Charlie Hull and I were discussing that earlier today, is that fumbles, like any time you play Camp Point Central, have to be at a minimum. Penalties have to be at a minimum. You have to play mistake-free football to stay with this Camp Point Central squad. That's been something that, Calhoun admittedly has probably had a little bit of an issue with this season.
It's interesting tonight, week number 9, because there's a lot of playoff spots available out there yet, and a lot of people playing for those. But to tell you about some of the games in the Central Illinois Conference, Clinton's at Oka Valley tonight, Decatur St. Teresa at Warrensburg-Latham. In a key matchup, Mawikwa Central A&M is at Shelbyville tonight. Shelbyville experienced their first loss against St. T last week. Mawikwa Central A&M struggling a little bit, but they want to get that win going into the playoffs. And then Tuscola's at Macon Meridian tonight. In the Central State 8, Eisenhower's at Chatham-Glenwood, Normal U-High at Jacksonville, Rochester at Decatur MacArthur, Lamphere at Springfield High School. That game being played at Southeast. That'll be tomorrow, I should say. And Southeast plays against Sacred Heart Griffin on the turf tomorrow at Griffin. In the heart of Illinois, Downs, Tri-Valley, and El Paso Gridley play. Deer Creek, Macedon, Eureka, and Tremont and Minnook Fieldcrest. Arcola's at Villa Grove. Villa Grove with a very good record. Arcola has to win that game to make the playoffs, and they are not favored to win that game. If Arcola missed the playoffs, that means I wouldn't have to go to Arcola and broadcast no matter what. Boy, I'd really miss out on that,
Oh, Jack, there are some experiences that you just can't put a dollar value on.
Argenta Orienta at Arthur Lovington, Atwood Hammond. Glad they don't have to say all those at one time. Tri-Counties at Niantic, Sangamon Valley. Toledo, Cumberland at Cerro Gordo. Abington, Avon at Monmouth United tonight in a good matchup. Aledo, Mercer County at Kewanee, Weathersfield. Oneida Rova at Knoxville. And Princeville at Toulon, Stark County. Elmwood, Brimfield at Havana tonight. Elmwood, Brimfield, a very good team. Havana needs that win tonight to secure a playoff spot. Rushville Industry in the playoffs playing the 1-7 West Hancock squad. Lewiston at Farmington tonight, and Lewiston could use that win. And then Macomb plays at Illini West. Illini West is 4-4. Macomb 8-8, or 8-0. If they're 8-8, that'd be too many games.
That's a lot of games.
But Macomb, a 4A team playing in a 2A conference, and Illini West may miss the playoffs because of that.
You know, and that is that's a very tough Macomb team to get by, regardless of what playoff classification they're going to be in next week. That's a darned good football team, and that's a heck of a challenge tonight for an Illini West squad that I'm sure desperately wants to be in next week.
In the Sangamo, Auburn's at Williamsville in a great matchup. Maroa Forsyth at Athens tonight. That ought to be a dandy. Porta at Stanford Olympia. Pleasant Plains at New Berlin's Co-op. And Riverton at Pittsfield. Pittsfield trying to get their second win in a row after getting that win at Petersburg last Saturday, and they'd only be 62 games away from the school record.
You know, Jack, you talked about on your personal Facebook page there a couple of weeks ago about the Sockies starting to rekindle things, and maybe that starts tonight. They've got one win already. You wrap up this season. You know you've got some young, talented kids in the program that are working hard. You've got a young coach and a staff that's eager to get these kids developed. Maybe this is the start, Jack, for some good things to come.
Could be pretty darn good if they can get that second win and end the season doing that. In the Western Big Six tonight, East Moline at Sterling, Moline at Geneseo, Rock Island Alum at Galesburg, and Rock Island's at Quincy High School. Quincy's going to make the playoffs. Alton Marquette at Roxana tonight, Belleville Altoff at Alton, Bethalto Civic Memorial at Taylorville, Biggsville West Central at Amboy, Champaign St. Thomas More at Milledgeville tomorrow, Collinsville's at Centralia in a rivalry game. And we go to the conference or the switchover games. Routes at Greenfield tonight, and what ought to be a dandy contest there. Greenfield trying to stay undefeated. Jersey's at Columbia, Lincoln at Troy, Minden Unity at West Hancock tonight, and West Hancock needs that win to make the playoffs. Minden Unity wants that win to be a little bit better off in their playoff run, I think.
Yeah, West Central at Winchester there tonight, I believe is where they're at, Jack,
right.
At Winchester. Yeah, should be an interesting contest. You know, West Central has seemed to be a team that's very up and down this season, and Minden Unity, honestly, is a team that's probably about 2 or 3 plays away from being an 7-1 team coming into this contest.
They're quite a squad. Brown County got the win at Carrollton last night, 50-14, kind of regrouped a little bit. Pleasant Hill is at Beardstown tonight. Princeton at Monmouth Roseville. Quincy Notre Dame plays tomorrow at St. Louis Burroughs, and they need that win to make the playoffs. And then Whitehall North Green at Concord Triopia tomorrow in some other contests around the state of Illinois. If you go to the IHSA and look at the teams that are trying to make the playoffs, there's a lot of stuff going on there that'll really make a difference. We're going to take a break on the pregame show. We'll tell you more about what's going on in this game between Calhoun and Camp Point Central on Central Illinois Sports after these.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. About 26 minutes away from the start of tonight's contest. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's Great Rivers Bank. Also, one of our sponsors tonight is Illini Community Hospital. They've been serving the community since 1942 with excellent health care services from primary and specialty care to emergency medicine. Illini is here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at Illini Hospital or IlliniHospital.org. We take a look at some of the seniors tonight on our little schedule here, and I think I could probably have stole Bob's sheet here. I was looking for his senior sheet, but I don't know where it went to. But anyway, we can tell you about some of the seniors. Ross Riley is a senior on the squad tonight. Gavin Graves, along with Isaac Ginnenbacher. I wanted to get the cheerleaders, too, if I could. Hunter Lauterbach, a senior on this squad. I know there's 9 of them. Also a senior on the squad tonight is Bo Gottman. Thank you. I'll get those in just a second. Thanks there, Trace. Also, we go down the list, and a senior is Owen Roth. Other seniors are Cole Prock, along with Carter Eiler and Josh Alford. Those are some of the seniors. We look at the football cheerleaders, Carly Gale, along with Ava Nyson, Megan Swengel. Let's see, I want to get some of the other girls if I can. Band members are Karen Green, Jake Hetzler, Aiden Kuntz, Kara Mercurio, sorry about that, Shaylee Mule, also Ashlyn Tullock. Boys golf, Jack Daggett, Jacob Hetzler, and Dean Hibbert are some of the seniors being recognized tonight. Cheerleaders are Ashlyn Tullock, Liv Moore, Xavier Miller, and Maddie Kunkel. And we'll thank Bob Ray for letting us borrow his sheets on that. We also like to take a look at some of the Calhoun seniors. I think they've got 12 of them. Their coach told me. Chase Ralston, along with Hunter Roth, also Zach Grimes. In the senior starters tonight is Aiden Lavelle, August Squire, Jack Crissell, and Hunter Medling are some of the seniors for Calhoun tonight. Those are people we want to recognize here on senior night. We're going to take a break. We'll come back on the pregame show and tell you more about these two squads, Calhoun and Camp Point Central, two of the storied programs in the last 15 years or so. And Calhoun, the only team I know in a long time, the won back-to-back state championships back in the 90s. Those were the days. Back with more after these.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Brian Dickhout Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. 20 minutes or so left in the pregame tonight, as you can see on the clock, and we'll have Mason kind of scan the players on both teams. Mason, you want to get a picture of the Panthers out there warming up? Thank you, old buddy. I'll let you know kind of what the players are looking like tonight. Mason Ingles running the camera for us, and I think he was talking to his girlfriend on his phone.
Best looking cameraman in the Central Illinois sports crew here, pretty much.
I would agree with that 100%. I told Mason he and Jacob Hull really reminded me a lot of each other, I got to get them together, but I don't think Jacob wants to wrestle against Mason. I hear he's a pretty good grappler. He also runs go-karts.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and he loves technology, so he may be after your job, Sheer.
Kids do it. Hey, somebody's got to take over here at some point.
You betcha. When we take a look at things tonight, of course, the playoff show will be on the IHSA network tomorrow night. And you tell me you're going to have it on the video board at Minden Unity.
That's our plan. We're just going to pop it up and just watch it on the big screen, you know. So that'll be nice. It's supposed to be a nice night tomorrow night too, Jack. So
Mason,
might as well.
Mason's got a good shot of the back of that girl's head. Raise that camera up, old buddy.
But
let's get a little taller.
Yeah, big night tomorrow night, Jack, for a lot of teams. You sit here and you look at this, regardless of the result tonight, you would like to think, if you listen to most of the people who are very knowledgeable, that Calhoun will have enough playoff points regardless.
Yep.
Most of the WIVC teams that are entering shouldn't have a problem getting into the playoffs next week. But you also think about it too, Jack, there are a lot of kids tonight playing their last game ever. And Week 9 is always just such a special week just because of the way that it shapes the playoff landscape, but also for a lot of kids that are out there tonight, not on this field most likely, but kids that when tonight's done, Jack, they strap it up and it's done. And it's just a special night. And you think about those kids a little bit and the effort they've put in, and a lot goes into football, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's just a lot. You just think about it, and it's just a real special night tonight.
It's really interesting because I'm about to celebrate my 50th year of alumni graduation from Camp Point Central High School in another year. And, I still every once in a while have a dream about playing football, but I also have dreams about dunking a basketball, and there ain't no way that never happened. I couldn't dunk a basketball if the rim was on the floor, quite honestly.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, I played on this field many years ago. It didn't look quite like this back in those days. But Brad Dixon, what a job that Bill Reed started, and then Brad Dixon has continued over time here. Brad Dixon picked up his 100th victory in coaching early in the season this year, and he has more wins as a coach than the program has total, I do believe, when he wasn't coaching.
Well, and you think about what he's been able to do here, Jack. He's got the buy-in from the kids. He's got the buy-in from community, and he's got numbers, and that is just doubly important, especially in these small school 1A, 2A landscapes. Numbers play a lot. When you've got numbers, Jack, you can do what they do, which is sub a lot of kids in and out, and it eventually just starts to wear down on the other team.
Well, and when you're able to do the things that they're able to do by just having success like that, it just makes a tremendous difference. You get all the people out, and they're so supportive of what's going on. Calhoun will take on Camp Point Central tonight. Calhoun 5-3, trying to move to 6-3. Camp Point Central trying to finish their season undefeated. We'll take another break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show and tell you more when we return after these.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois.
They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at deerwestergrain.com.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Clint Weir. As a law enforcement officer, you trust me every day to fight for justice and seek the truth. You trust me to serve your family and your friends with compassion and understanding. And most importantly, you trust me to lead Pike County with grace and dignity. Now I'm asking you to trust me once again. My little brother, Gage, is running for Pike County Treasurer. As Treasurer, Gage will continue to fight for transparency and fairness to ensure that Pike County continues to be the best place to live and raise a family. You put your trust in me to serve my community. Now I'm asking you to trust my little brother, Gage Weir, to continue a legacy of quality and excellence. Vote Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer this November.
Paid for by Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer.
The Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank, of course, with 4 locations for you to serve you. And be sure and see our buddy Damon Emmerich and many of the folks at Great Rivers Bank there to do a great job for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Great Rivers Bank will be there to help you in many ways for all your lending needs and more advice than you can imagine. Why don't you go by and see them? And you know that Damon Emmerich, a Griggsville Perry graduate just like you. And
makes you wonder how he became a banker, huh?
No, not really. No. Well, he's a broadcaster too part of the time. We enjoy having him come along. But Brian, you've run that video board over at Minden Unity, and really you're using it. And you would invite people from all over the area if they want to come and watch the playoff show there in the stands. You wouldn't mind at all, would you?
Oh, heck. You know, the more the merrier. We'll have a good time tomorrow night. And, you know, a lot of teams around here, Jack, we're very fortunate this season to have a lot of success in the area. I think, maybe 7 WIVC teams have the chance of being in the playoffs coming tomorrow night. Looking at a potential for, you know, Q&D to be in, a few other teams in the area. Macomb's going to be in. So a lot of representation here in the next couple of weeks in the playoffs, and going to be a lot of fun as we get into the depths of fall.
Quincy High School is into the playoffs. Jacksonville, I think Jacksonville is going to make the playoffs if I'm not mistaken. Of course, Griffin and Rochester. Griffin is going to be a 4A. I don't think there's any way they're going to be a 3A like a lot of people have been talking about.
I don't think so now.
But Merle Forsyth it looks like maybe go undefeated on the season as they got the win over Williamsville. But they play Athens tonight, and Athens may have something to say about that too. But a lot of teams in the area, and of course that'll all go up on ihsa.org, and you'll be able to watch that. And I know there are some area TV stations also carrying it, I do believe too. WGEM, I think, is still part of the sponsorship of that this year, so it may be on Channel 10 there also. But ought to be kind of exciting. Well, the band's getting ready to come out here in a little bit. But
you know, you talk about tonight, Jack, and we talk about Kyle Kampmeyer, who has contributed a lot on that WIVC board on the Facebook page, has talked a lot about games that are important to moving the needle between Class 1A, 2A, Class 3A, 4A. He states that Illini West Macomb game has some impact on the cut line for 1A. Says that the Minden Unity West Central game also could have an impact on where that 1A, 2A classification line falls. None of the 2A games really listed on here. DMAC and Eureka, a couple of 4-4 teams that are on here that would move the needle. But nobody really close within the area that has an impact potentially tonight based off the the guys that seem to pay a lot of attention to such things, Jack. And like we always say, you know what? It's fun to be a little nerdy sometimes because you need nerds around here, because if not, we wouldn't probably have the internet.
Well, Kyle Kampmeyer has an opinion, and he does a lot of work, and he has a little video show that he does on YouTube too, and he talks a lot about Lena Winslow, and he should. They're very good. He's not a Lena Winslow guy. He actually grew up, I think, right down the road from him, actually. But, you know, he was talking about Q&D coming into WIVC, which would be a bad idea, but I challenged him and a few others to invite Lena Winslow and Q&D to play a home and away in the next couple of years, and nobody even commented about it.
Well, yeah, it's funny how that works. Yeah, we should. But it'd be fun, Jack. We'd have a good time. You could broadcast it, you said.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. And Lena Winslow supposedly is going to play Decatur St. Teresa the next couple of years. Now, if you don't know about Lena Winslow, they played 2A football for many years. They're very close to Freeport, and Freeport, of course, hadn't had much success. And it doesn't hurt to have some of those guys rocking and rolling and coming down the road. I think we're getting close to the Star Spangled Banner here, Shu.
Yes.
Looks like
band is just about ready.
I think they're ready to come out on the field. We want to honor America when we do that. Thanks to all the service folks who have served our country over the years. And so we'll look forward to bringing all that to you. Beautiful night. We did not expect it to be quite this nice when it was 25 in the middle of the week.
Well, when we were playing Week 8 games, Jack, and you thought there was going to be frost on your nose, and now we turn around tonight and it's 79 degrees as I'm traveling down Highway 24 to come join you. It's a very stark contrast, but very welcome.
We hope you're enjoying the broadcast this evening, and yeah, Charlie, the scoreboard colors are backwards, but it'll be okay, old buddy. It'll be okay. He doesn't like my colors here.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Calhoun's not orange either.
They're not even orange. Green. You got them as green.
It'll be okay. You know, Camp Point Central's not green either, I don't think.
Hey, if you're colorblind, you don't know the difference.
We will play the Star Spangled Banner. We're going to take a break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back with starting lineups and play-by-play after these.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Welcome back on the pregame show as we get ready for the contest tonight. Calhoun will have at running back Patrick Friedel. He is a 5'9", 170-pound sophomore. At an end tonight will be Chase Ralston. He's a senior, 6 foot and 160 pounds. At another end is Charlie Calhoun. He's a junior, 6'1", 185. Also, Hunter Roth will be a running back tonight. He's 5'11", 165 and a senior. Miles Lorton will be the quarterback. He's a junior, 5'9", 140 pounds. At another running back is the sophomore Connor Longnecker, 6'2", 230, and he's a load. At center tonight is August Squire, a senior, 5'5", 150 pounds. At a guard is Jack Crissell. He's a senior, 5'8", 185. And at a guard is Hunter Medling. He's 5'9", 185 pounds. Also, Will Hurley is a tackle, a junior, 6'2", and 210 on the evening. Hello, Case Longnecker. How are you, buddy? On the defensive side, we've got a safety in Patrick Friedel. Also a cornerback in Gage Bick, who is a 5'7", 135-pound junior. And a safety is Hunter Roth. Also a cornerback, Miles Lorton, the quarterback. A defensive end is Zach Grimes. He's 5'9", 185 pounds, and a senior. Defensive tackle is Connor Longnecker. Also at a linebacker is Bo Lorsback. He's 5'11", 165 and a sophomore. Another linebacker is August Squires, playing both ways. Nose tackle is Hunter Medling, who plays also at a guard. A defensive end is Will Hurley, who also plays tackle and offense. And Blake Witt is a defensive tackle, 5'10", 210, and a junior. The Camp Point Central Panthers have Nick Moore back at quarterback after being gone for 3 weeks after that high ankle sprain. Nick Moore will also be the right cornerback. He's 6'1", 175, and a junior. Gavin Graves will play the left wing and a left cornerback, 5'10", 155, and a senior. Isaac Gedenbacher will also play strong side inside linebacker. He is the right wing, 6'3", 200 pounds, and a senior, and he's got to be an all-stater, I would say. Gavin Blewett is a free safety, 6'2", 180, and a junior. Also at weak side inside linebacker is Hunter Lauterbach, 6 foot 175 and a senior. Elijah Gedenbacher is a middle linebacker. He's 6'1", 180 and a sophomore. Connor Griffin is the fullback, 5'9", 175 and a junior. Darren Rigg will be the weak side outside linebacker, 6 foot 165 and a junior. Caden Niekamp gets to start at right guard part of the time, 6 foot 190 and a freshman. He'll also play on the interior defensive line. Bo Gartman is a left tackle tonight, and he is 6 foot 175 and a senior. Reese Wilkie is the weak side defensive tackle and a left guard on the offensive side, 6 foot 185 and a junior. Saw his grandma tonight. Wes Crooks, it will be in the game a lot of tonight, 5'9", 180 and a junior. Owen Roth is the center and the nose guard, 6 foot 255 and a senior. Robert Gooding is the right tackle. He also plays strong side defensive tackle, 6'3", 205, and a junior. Carter Eiler plays one end and also weak side outside linebacker, 190, a senior, 6'5", and Josh Alford's an end, tight end, 6'5", 195. Also plays strong side outside linebacker. So a lot of kids playing a lot of different positions throughout the night. And Brian, it is going to be a great night for football. Central won the flip, but deferred to the second half, I do believe. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Why don't we take our final break before the kickoff tonight as the Panthers get ready to come out on the field. You'll see them on the camera. Let's hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with more after these.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today.
Well, it looks like we're going to get an early start tonight. Calhoun will be back to receive the kickoff. And, Brian, can you see who that is back deep for them? Usually Carter Eiler will usually be kicking off.
That's correct. That's number 9 in the backfield, Hunter Roth. For the Warriors.
Roth is back deep, and we'll see what Eiler does in the beginning here. Kicking off, usually he will fake that and then go back and kick it off. We'll see if they get it to one of the up men or whether they get it all the way back to Roth. Eiler will back up, and so the Calhoun Warriors will back up too. One man back deep, a couple in front of him, and we'll see if we can pick up those numbers also. Looks like
55, Jack. That is August Squire on the short side, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yep. Looks like Calhoun's going to have the ball on the 35-yard line on the penalty as Eiler kicks it directly out of bounds. And we'll see if Calhoun wants to take the ball 1st and 10 there. I would say that's what they'll do. Calhoun will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line on the penalty on the 5-yard. Well, it's not really a 5-yard penalty, but you know how that goes.
It's a penalty.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
It's a penalty. We'll just call it 5 for our unofficial official stat keeping over here.
If you have a window cleaning service, we'd love for you to trade out with us and come up here and clean these windows off. That'd be great. I'd be able to see. Quarterback tonight for Calhoun, of course, is Miles Lorton in the backfield. Friedel, Roth, and Longnecker. They'll run that triple option, and Lorton under center. He'll hand the ball off on the wide sweep. Some pretty good running room for Patrick Friedel. Friedel's going to get the ball out to about the 38-yard line, give him a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Josh Alford in on the tackle initially for the Panthers.
That triple option, you know, if Lorton can do it as well as his dad J.D. did, who's over on the sidelines, longtime head coach at North Mac, and the assistant here, graduate of Calhoun High School, and he was on that team that won the state the first year. Longnecker straight behind Lorton in the double wing with a wide out on the right side. Gets the ball, hands it off to first man. No, Lorton's got it himself, keeps it and gets it across the 45. He's going to pick up a 1st down. He picks up 7, and I do believe he'll have enough for the 1st down, and he does. Give him 7 on the play and gets the ball out to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Calhoun, their first down of the ball game at the 11-16 mark of the first quarter. Nice job by Lorton, the junior, in faking it to the fullback and keeping it himself off end.
Drew Pavin in on the tackle for Central.
11 minutes left first quarter. No score in the ball game on the Truck scoreboard. Double wing formation, a little tighter than what the Panthers run it. Lorton barks him out, starts a man in motion. Now that man will reset. They'll give the ball on the wide side. That's to Roth, I do believe. Roth will run it outside and get the ball out to about the 47-yard line. So he's going to gain 1 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And it looked like maybe Pavin in on the tackle again.
I think so.
Out to the 47-yard line at the 10:30 mark of the first quarter of play. No score in the ball game here on Central Illinois Sports. Mason Ingalls running the camera for us as he has all season. Brian Shoemaker, myself, Jack Hull, glad you've joined us tonight for the broadcast. Double wing again. Lorton under center. Starts a man in motion. He'll give the ball. No, keep it himself. Still keeping the perspective there and does not pitch the ball into Panther territory all the way down to the 46-yard line. He'll gain 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. And Lorton very shifty on the keeper there.
Yes. What did we get on that last one, Jack?
Give him 7 on the play. Yep.
14. Number 51 on the tackle, Jack, but I don't see that on the
run. Yeah, it's
it's Elijah Ginnenbacher.
Yeah, Elijah Ginnenbacher, who wears 33, now 51 most of the time.
There we go.
When he goes back in quarterbacks at the end of the game, he goes back to 33 or maybe another number.
All right.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. are the Calhoun Warriors. Lorton under center. Gives the ball to Longnecker. He's going to be stacked up, trying to fight for the first down. Short of the 45-yard line, needed to get to about the 44. Don't think he'll make it quite to there. And they'll spot the ball right at the 44.5-yard line, or the 46.5-yard line. Give him a gain of 1. That's going to bring up a 4th down and a short 2 at the 9:17 mark. Will the Warriors go for it? I think they will. Lorton brings the play from the sidelines. They say 4-down territory on the 46-yard line. Panthers did a nice job tackling Longnecker. He's a load, 230 pounds, to stop there. Lorton's had good success with the quarterback keeper. Under center, long time before he goes under center. Barks him out here, trying to draw him off sides. Does not. Now a man on the left-hand side for Calhoun takes off. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and make a 4th and 7, as that'll take the ball all the way back to the Calhoun 49-yard line on the illegal procedure against Calhoun. So that's going to be a 4th down and 7. Now will Calhoun possibly punt? It looks like they're going to.
That's going to be the shake.
Calhoun's going to go to the punt formation now, as the man on the left side didn't get the same count as the quarterback, as they were trying to draw Central off sides. Back deep is Pabin, I do believe. He's run some back for kickoffs. And the punter, I do believe, is Patrick Friedel.
Also correct.
Yep, Friedel is back about 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, gets a good hike from center. He will get the kickoff, a little rugby kick, and Pabin's going to get away from it. It's going to roll down to about the 15-yard line, and that's where the Camp Point Central Panthers will start on offense for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line at the 8:20 mark of the first quarter. First time the Panthers have had the ball. Calhoun was able to pick up a couple of first downs.
Well, we got a quick break. Hey, Little Jess Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram will give us the halftime show here in just a little bit. Jack, in Quincy, Illinois, the staff's committed to making car buying process simple and make sure each customer's need or net. See him at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Little Jess Jeep Chrysler Dodge.
Moore at quarterback in the double wing formation. Starts a man in motion. Has trouble with the ball. Falls on it. Moore's going to possibly gain a yard as he falls on the ball at the 16-yard line. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Moore had to fall on it. You know, he hadn't been at that quarterback position for about 3 weeks. Looked like they had a little trouble at the hike. They'll back to the same formation again. Starting a man in motion. They give the ball second man through. That's Ginnenbacher. Straight arms a couple of people. Spins a couple of times. Gets the ball out across the 20. Down to about the 24-yard line. That'd be a gain of 8 and bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. Ginnenbacher with a couple stiff arms there was able to free himself up.
Patrick Friedel in on the tackle along with Connor Longnecker as it puts up a 3rd and short for Central.
Give him 8 yards on the run. His first time for the senior on senior night. 7:30 left in the quarter. 3rd down, a long 1 to go. They'll put a man in motion. Now they'll give it to the fullback, and he's going to get the first down, I do believe. That's Griffin. And Connor Griffin will get the ball out to the 31-yard line. He'll gain 7 on the play and the first down of the ball game for the Panthers here on Central Illinois Sports. No score of the ball game on the Truck scoreboard. No huddle offense. A power sweep side on the right side this time. Man in motion. They give the ball to Gavin Graves. Graves with big running room. He's going to get the ball across the 35.
Was lost for a split second.
And, the Panthers have a little trouble taking care of the ball. That's something that Aaron Elmore talked about.
Ginnenbacher was able to recover Jack on the end of the play.
Yeah, get him out to the 36-yard line. Gain of 5, 2nd down, 5 yards to go. That was for Graves on the run. Now back to the double wing and the power eye, quite honestly. They're going to give the ball. Nope, back to passes. Moore got a man open. That's Pabin. Catches the ball and a nice grab all the way down to the 41-yard line of Calhoun. He'll gain 14 and 9, 25 yards on the pass play, and another first down for the Panthers in Calhoun territory. But what a catch by Pabin.
What a catch, stretched out for it, hit the ground. Great play into Calhoun territory now.
First down for the Panthers, but Pabin really made that happen. Moore kind of overthrew him. Pabin really got it to go. Back in the backfield now is Riley. He'll get the ball on the fullback, still on his feet, runs forward, crosses the 35 out to the 34-yard line, give him a gain of 7. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 yards to go.
Number 54 in on the tackle, Jack. That is Bo Lorsbach, the sophomore, 5'11", 165 for Calhoun.
Only 6 seniors, a lot of sophomores on this team. Panthers with a second down, 3 yards to go from the 34-yard line. Just over 6 minutes left in the quarter. Riley with the ball has the first down and more as he falls down to the 29-yard line. He'll gain 5 on the play and pick up another first down for the Panthers at the 6:03 mark. This series started on their own 15. They're all the way down to the Calhoun 29. No huddle for the Panthers now at the 5:59 mark with the clock winding down. Double wing situation. Paben's going to get the ball on the right side, finds an opening, spins against a couple of people, gets the ball inside the 25, down to about the 24, gains 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Paben ran tough that time for the little guy, did he not?
Really just starting to find some holes here, Jack, and the holes are starting to widen very quickly.
Now we'll see the Panthers at the 5:32 mark with a second down, 5 yards to go. Man in motion. They'll give the ball to that man on the left-hand side. That's Ginenbacher. He'll be knocked out of bounds close to the 20-yard line. Let's see where they're going to spot it. Looks like on about the 21. That would be a gain of 3 on the play and bring up a 3rd down and a short 2. That looks like they're going to set the ball actually right at the 20-yard line. Give him 4 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 1 at the 5:20 mark. Man in motion is Ginenbacher. Now a man from Calhoun will jump off sides, and that'll be an offsides against Calhoun and give the Panthers a first down on the 15-yard line of Calhoun. Ginenbacher will start in motion there and then go to reset, but the nose guard that time just jumped off sides, and it's hard not to when you see that man moving.
It's a big guy, 2 big guys trying to move quickly, and Calhoun just got caught off sides.
5 minutes left first quarter, no score in the ball game. Moore brings it in from the sideline. Good to see Nick Moore back out there as we get ready for playoff action next week. The Panthers on a 1st and 10. Man in motion. They'll give the ball to the fullback. That's Griffin trying to find room, heading towards the end zone, fighting to get into the end zone, and he does. Griffin takes the ball 15 yards for the touchdown. It comes at the 4:53 mark of the first quarter. Connor Griffin takes it in from 15 yards out off a left guard and tackle, and the Panthers lead 6-0 at the 4:53 mark of the first quarter of play. Nice job that time by Eiler with the block. 4:53 left in the quarter. Panthers up to the line of scrimmage, 15 yards for Griffin on the run for the touchdown. They'll go for the 2. Double wing formation. Man in motion. Give the ball to fullback. Griffin fighting. I don't think he's going to make it, and he'll be held short of the goal line. Panthers lead it 6-0 as we take the break on Central Illinois Sports. We'll tell you more when we come back after this.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Pressure's on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressure's on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure's on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Back to live action. Panthers went 85 yards and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 plays, and it took them about 3.5 minutes. Now Eiler back to kick off again. Gets his foot under it. Goes back, and Roth had the ball for a minute. He'll pick it up on the 8, across the 10, out to the 15, met by a tackler, and he'll get it out to the 17-yard line. And that's where Calhoun will have it 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Ginenbacher in on the tackle at the 4:47 mark, with the Panthers leading 6-0. They did not make that extra point that time, and they've had some trouble with that. We are looking for the Calhoun Warriors to get that offense moving here.
Pittsfield Sockies up 7-0 over Riverton. 6:12 left in the first quarter, Jack.
How about that?
On the Trucks scoreboard, I'll get it right.
You bet. Lorsbach, the quarterback, has Longnecker behind him, starts a man in motion, gives the ball to Longnecker. He's going to be driven back, gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 17 at the 4:35 mark. We tell you about Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients 18 months and older. No appointment necessary. Learn more by going to IlliniHospital.org and find out more about Illini Express. 6-0 Panthers on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Trucks LLC, 922-0044 is their phone number. Give them a call. Lorsbach, the quarterback. Runs the option, hands it back deep, that time to Roth, and Roth is going to be caught in the backfield by an aggressive defensive squad. Looks like Niekamp in on that. That's the freshman with the initial hit.
Loss of about 5.
They're going to set the ball back to the 14-yard line, loss of 3, and bring up a 3rd and 13, I do believe, at the 3:44 mark. You were probably right on the play, Brian, but we're going to make that happen.
We'll just call it what it is.
Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out Wednesdays on a newsstand near you. Lorsbach in a pass situation. Got to be careful here on the 14-yard line. See if Lorsbach wants to pass or he'll run that option play. He's going to get the ball off in the backfield, and the Panthers are being very aggressive on the defense, and they're going to get the guy for a loss again back to the 11-yard line. Trying to see who the running back was.
Looked like maybe Friedel had a hand up.
I think Friedel was the running back, and he's going to lose 2 yards in the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 15, call it 16, way back at the 11-yard line, and it'll be punt time for Calhoun again at the 2:54 mark. Friedel back to punt, Paben back deep the other way for the Panthers. Friedel back on his goal line. He will get the kick away and kick it across the sideline. That's going to be a tough one as it's going to land out of bounds. Oh, no, it didn't go out of bounds.
Well, no,
they blew the whistle before the ball ever came down, though. Yeah. Now they're going to spot the ball on the 40-yard line. Let's call it the 40.
He's at the I think he's right at the 25.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the 25. That line kind of threw me a little bit. Panthers are going to have the ball in very good field position on the Calhoun 25 at the 2:38 mark, but the whistle blew before the ball ever came down.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to land out of bounds, and then it probably did, and then took a very favorable bounce back about 10 yards toward the end zone.
Moore brings the play in from the sideline from Coach Ray at the 2:38 mark. The ball on the 25-yard line. Double wing formation with Griffin, the fullback, behind the quarterback and Moore. Start a man in motion. They'll give the ball to Ginenbacher. He jukes a couple of times, still on his feet, carrying people down close to the 11-yard line. Gains 14 on the play, and that'll bring up another first down for the Panthers. How many first downs already for them?
That is 6 already, Jack. I didn't get the last touchdown, which would count. So
2:28 left in the quarter. Damon Emmerich at Great River Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 285-4404. How's things going at Jersey's tonight? I bet they're having a good time, as well as Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Moore, the quarterback, man in motion. Give it to the fullback in Griffin. Finds an opening again, trying to get into the end zone. Has trouble losing the ball there.
Thinks they have
and Calhoun, it looks like, recovered the football, and they did. Griffin's going to get it down to the 4, give him 7 yards in the play, then he'll fumble. And Calhoun will divert the touchdown. Calhoun will get the ball on the fumble and have it 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line at the 2:04 mark. And the Panthers have had trouble taking care of the football tonight.
Just a little bit of issue there. Maybe
Calhoun tackling the ball, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's just a good effort by Calhoun. West Central leads Unity Payson at 6-0, 9:35 left in the first on the Trucks scoreboard.
Mason, we're giving them that time. You don't have to go every time if you don't want to. Let's stay back down on the 4-yard line where Calhoun is going to have the ball 1st and 10, trailing 6-0 on the Trucks scoreboard. It'll be Lorsbach, the quarterback, and on his own 4. They give the ball. No, Lorsbach back to pass, and an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Nice fake by Lorsbach on the play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the 4-yard line. At the 1:59 mark, that'll stop the clock.
Looked like Friedel might have been the Intended receiver? Yeah, looked like he might have been the intended receiver there.
Very possible. Rigg was back there, they said, pressuring the quarterback and Lorsback, but Lorsback with a good fake and rolled to the right side, or the left side actually of the offensive formation, under center. Man in motion, try to hand the ball to the fullback, give it to Longnecker. Longnecker falls forward to about the 8-yard line, give him a gain of 4. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 from the 8-yard line. 147. Eiler in on the tackle, according to Bob Ray, the PA announcer. Brian Shoemaker able to multitask a lot of different things. I tell you, you're amazing. You guys, you and Charlie know how to do that.
We're trying our best over here.
3rd and 6 from the 8. 1:25 and counting left in the first quarter. Calhoun in a long situation. Now they're going to have a man jump off sides. It'll be half the distance to the goal, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 as it'll go 4 yards back to the 4-yard line. And a guard this time jumped off. Last time it was the left tackle. Down to the 123 mark, and that should start the clock as soon as they set the ball. 6-0 Panthers. First quarter disappearing very quickly here, is it not? They will not start the clock after that penalty. Now they do. No, they do not start the clock. I'll be darned. Lorsback, man in motion. Wants to pitch it outside, keeping it himself. Now he gets the pitch. Good pitch perception. Nice gain on the play by Calhoun. That should be Roth, I do believe, on the run. See if it is Roth who comes away with it.
Yeah, I think it was. Yes.
Roth's going to get the ball out to about the 10-yard line. So he'll gain 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 4th down and about 4 in punt time for Calhoun for the 3rd time tonight with 48 seconds and counting left first quarter. 6-0 Panthers. Friedel back to punt again at his goal line. Tough hike. He gets it off. It's going to be a low rugby kick, and it's going to land still in Calhoun territory and roll dead right at the 45-yard line of Calhoun, and that's where Camp Point Central is going to have the ball 1st and 10 after fumbling on their last series with 31.7 seconds left in the first quarter of play.
Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, local headquarters for concrete, lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them. 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine Jack.
Here comes Nick Moore with Griffin straight behind him. He's got a man in motion in Graves. Back to pass is Moore across the middle. Man in motion, catches ball right side. That's Ginenbacher. Makes a man miss. Going to be inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. That's going to be a 38-yard pass play and a 1st and goal for the Panthers at the 21.6 second mark. They'll start the clock after they set the chains. Ginenbacher's going to get the ball all the way down to about the 7, I do believe. They're going to spot it at the 9. 26-yard pass play for the Panthers. My mistake. One more play before the quarter, I do believe. They give the ball to Ginenbacher. He's going to run in short of the end zone down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal to goal as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Panthers lead at 6-0 here on the Truck scoreboard. We're going to take the break. When we come back, we'll tell you more after these.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market. Your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
1 quarter in the books. Panthers lead at 6-0. Knocking on the door again as they've got the ball down to the 3-yard line where it's a 2nd and goal from the 3. Ginenbacher gained 6 on the last play. He's piling up the yards on senior night already tonight. And the Panthers trying to add to the scoring as we start the second quarter. It'll be Moore under center. Griffin behind him at the fullback position, who already has a 15-yard run for a touchdown. They give the ball to Griffin, left-hand side, squirts across the middle.
And he's in.
And he's in for the touchdown. 3-yard run for Griffin, his second touchdown of the ball game. 3-yard run comes at the 11:57 mark of the second quarter of play, and the Panthers lead it 12-0. Nice job by Griffin on the play. Now they'll try for the extra points. Moore gets the play, straight to the line of scrimmage. Calls out the signal, starts a man in motion, gives the ball on the outside. That's Schimmerhorn looking to get inside, and he does. Schimmerhorn into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field. We'll take it too. Panthers up 14-0, and we'll tell you more when we come back after this.
Shelley Brennicky is a candidate for Pike County Clerk. Shelley is a lifelong resident of Pike County. A 1989 graduate of Pittsfield High School, Shelley earned her Bachelor's of Arts in English from Culver Stockton College and her Master's from Grand Canyon University. Her husband, Dan Brennicky, also a lifelong resident of Pike County, served as a Pike County Sheriff's Deputy for 17 years before being appointed as the current Pike County Jail Administrator. Together they raised their son, Dusty, who is now the bailiff at the Pike County Courthouse. Shelley has been a high school English teacher at Winchester High School since 1998. Stemming from farming folk, she understands hard work and perseverance. Shelley's desire to serve the community in the Pike County Clerk's position is fueled by her service-minded attitude, diligence, conscientiousness, and dedication. She believes Pike County deserves the best in their elected officials, and that best can only come from a servant heart. She would appreciate your vote on Election Day, November 8th. Follow her on Facebook at Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk. Paid for by Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk.
3-yard run. We got an update on the Pittsfield game.
Pittsfield up 13-0, 1:14 left in the first quarter. Jack Williamsville up over Auburn 7-6 late in the first quarter on the Trucks scoreboard.
14-0 Panthers here on the touchdowns by Griffin, a 15-yard and a 3-yard run. Schimmerhorn with the 3-yard run for the 2-point conversion. Carter Eiler put in it. Roth takes the ball to 15, 20, 25, 30-yard line. Got some running room. Still on his feet all the way out to the 40-yard line. Calhoun with good field position on the touchdown. It only took 3 plays for the Panthers to score. They're going to spot the ball, it appears, on the 41-yard line of Calhoun. And Calhoun will have it 1st and 10 at the 11:51 mark of the second quarter of play. 1st and 10. No, now they're going to put it back to the 40-yard line. They just kind of played the hocus-pocus and play the move the ball around a little bit.
A little Tommy two-step with the football.
You bet. Wide out on the left-hand side for the Warriors. Lorton, the quarterback, gives the ball on the right-hand side. Man's going to be stood up on the play. Appears to be
penalty flag in.
Maybe Jack Good or Jack Webster.
It's like holding on.
Face mask against the Panthers. Okay. Will it be a 5 or a 15? Let's find out. So gained very little on the play, did the running back. Webster was the runner.
Okay.
He's not going to gain anything, and then we'll see a 15-yard penalty on the big one there, and that's going to bring the ball all the way out to the Panther 45-yard line. Calhoun will – they're going to go to the 44. I never have quite figured out how they do that, so Webster got one.
10-yard penalty?
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a personal foul. 11:43 left in the half. Lorton, the quarterback, gives the ball to Longnecker. He's going to carry a few people down to the 40, give him a gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6, a 1st down for Calhoun on the penalty also.
4 carries early on the night for Connor Longnecker, 9 yards gained on the ground for the big Warriors running back.
It will be Lorton, the quarterback. If I called him Lorsback once in a while, sorry about that, Terry Smith, but we'll keep trying to do it right. 11 minutes, 10 seconds left in the half. We're all you got. Double wing. They start Webster in motion. They're going to pitch the ball to Webster on the right-hand side. Nice pitch by Lorton. Webster's going to run the ball. He's a sophomore, gets the ball out to the 39-yard line. Give him a gain of 1 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Warriors. I'll give him 2 because he's going to get it to the 38. My mistake.
That's all right. Warriors have 5 guys already in the running column here, Jack, just trying to find somebody that can get them some rhythm.
10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the half. They trail 14-0. When they take care of the football, they're a pretty good team. Wide out on the left-hand side. Lorton, the quarterback, under center. Fakes the ball across the middle, keeps it himself, gets the ball inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line, gains 4 of the 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 1. And, in fact, they're going to say it's a first down, in fact. First and 10.
3rd first down of the game. Unity ties the football game with West Central, takes lead 8-6, 40 seconds left in the first on the Truck scoreboard. Beardstown up early, 6-0 over Pleasant Hill.
Thank you, Brian. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the half. Calhoun knocking on the door. Got the ball out to the 34. Man's going to run the ball and get a good carry on the play inside the 25. Longnecker going to carry the ball all the way down to about the 22-yard line. Give him a gain of 12 and another first down for Calhoun.
Biggest gain of the night for the Warriors so far. Now Longnecker, 5 carries, 21 yards.
He's a big one. They're going to spot the ball on the 23-yard line, it appears. 1st and 10, Calhoun, 9:45 and counting. Lorton, the quarterback. Double wing with the fullback. They give the ball to Longnecker. Bounces outside. Big gain on the play. Gets it down close to the sticks. Let's see where they're going to set the ball. It appears they're going to set it down on about the 15-yard line. That would be a gain of 8 and bring up a 2nd down and 2 for the Warriors.
Warriors starting to find some success here on the right side, Jack.
Pull that camera out just a little bit there, Mason, if you will, so we can see both teams. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter. They're going to give the ball to Webster on the outside. Tries to bounce outside, but he's going to be caught by some tacklers, and let's see whether he'll spot the ball. Rigg going to be the man that makes the initial hit, and they'll spot the ball now.
Right, the spot of progress, Jack, it looks like. Didn't take him all the way back.
Around about the 18-yard line. Call it the 17, and that'll be a loss of a couple and bring up a 3rd down and 4 at the 8:35 mark of the second quarter. Truck scoreboard, 14-0 Panthers over the Warriors of Calhoun. Double wing formation. Lorton under center again. Marks him out. Starts a man in motion. Pitches it outside. Is that Friedel?
That's Friedel.
And Friedel's going to be chased out of bounds. Let's see where they'll spot the football at the 8:15 mark, stopping the clock. Looks like they're going to put it back at about the 19-yard line, so that'll be a loss of a couple and bring up a 4th down and 6, 4-down territory for Calhoun here.
Alford able to chase him out of bounds for the loss.
4th down, about 6 yards to go for the Warriors. They need the first down here to be able to get a new set of downs and keep things going, try to cut into this 14-0 lead. See what the Warriors have planned here. Lorton showed he could throw the ball. Back to pass. Throws the ball on the left-hand side. Got his man. First down and more. Heading to the end zone, and that's a touchdown for Calhoun. Looked like it might have been Chase Ralston. Let's see who caught the ball. Nope, Friedel caught the ball. 18-yard pass play for the touchdown comes at the 8:10 mark of the second quarter. Friedel with the catch on the pass from Lorton and makes it a 14-6 contest. Calhoun will try to kick the extra point now. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is blocked, no good. Timeout on the field, 14-6 in favor of the Panthers over Calhoun. Nice job on that drive by the Warriors. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more after these important messages.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel Repair Service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Calhoun on the 18-yard pass play from Lorton to Friedel. Nice pass play there. The kick after was no good, and the score now 14-6 in favor of the Panthers over the Warriors. Warriors will kick off for the first time tonight, and Friedel should be the kicker, I do believe.
Yes.
At the tee for Calhoun, 3.
Patrick Friedel does the kicking and the punting for this squad. Friedel will get his men spread out. He'll kick from the 40-yard line. Let's see what Calhoun wants to do here. Kick the ball across the middle. Panthers on the long kick all the way to the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Okay. And that is a great kick on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 8:09 mark. And Friedel showed what we've seen from a lot of Calhoun kickers over the years, that he can put a foot into it. That looked like Knuthman from years gone by for the Panthers.
Same foot that helped win him a week 2 over Unity. Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot and the drinks are cold at the Moose Lodge 420. Go in, tell Merle McGlasson will pay your tab.
Whoa, 8:09 left in the half. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Panthers. Moore the quarterback. Looks like he's got Griffin straight behind him. Man in motion. They'll give the ball to the fullback. That's Griffin fighting for yardage. He'll get the ball out to the 22-yard line, bring up a 2nd and 8. Has a nice job in the middle by the Calhoun Warriors.
Griffin already 5 carries, 34 yards. The Panthers quickly reaching that century mark in the yardage already.
Riley in at fullback now. Also, Pabin comes off to the sidelines. Looks like we've got Ginnenbacher on the right, Graves on the left, with Riley at the fullback, Moore the quarterback. Panthers start a man in motion. They give the ball on the outside. That's Graves. Got some running room. Great block over the 20, out to the 25, down to the 26-yard line. Or the 36-yard line, I should say. Give him 14 on the play and a 1st down. Graves with a nice run that time of 14.
Just very, very difficult to tackle Camp Point Central, Jack, when they get in the open space. Just a very exceptionally quick team, just tough to tackle. They're going to get yards if they can get in the open area.
And they are a good tackling team, but Calhoun usually a good tackling team too. Moore the quarterback, 1st and 10 from the 36, 7:17 left in the half. Fake the ball, now Moore wants to pass, has to bring it back, going to keep it himself on the right side. He'll be kicked out of bounds at the 41-yard line, and the people hold their breath, but Moore's fine. 41-yard line, give him 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5. Last time he ran the ball was against Route, and he had that high ankle sprain, and they lost him for about 3 weeks. Out of bounds, 7:08 left in the half. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 41 for the Panthers, leading 14-6 on the Trucks scoreboard. Thank you to all of our sponsors that help us to be this. We'll have playoff action next week. We'll tell you more about that. Riley, nope, they're going to give the ball across the middle. That's Graves, big running room into Calhoun territory all the way out to the 48 of Calhoun. Gains 9 and 2, give him 11 on the play, and another 1st down for the Panthers in Calhoun territory.
9th 1st down of the game for the Camp Point Central. Roth on the tackle. It's 1st and 10, Camp Point Central now in the Warriors territory at the 48, Jack.
And Roth in a block on the other side. Bowlers Universe open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays till midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight, offering many menu items, great burgers, fries, specialty pizzas, and more. Try the craft beers. Come out and enjoy the fun at the Bowlers Universe. 6:40 and counting left in the half. Panthers, new set of downs from the 48 of Calhoun. Back to pass is Moore. Fakes the ball, can't find an opening. Now tucks it himself. He'll gain a yard on the play out to the 47. It's bringing up a 2nd and 9, and that means Calhoun has got good pass coverage out there because Moore's having trouble finding a man open.
Couldn't get number 54 there for Calhoun. Bo Lorsbach able to get the pressure on and get him to commit to the run.
Ball out just inside the 48-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Moore the quarterback. Man in motion is Ginenbacher. Rolls out to the right, does Moore. Has a man open, caught on the pass play. Nice job that time by Carter Eiler. He'll get it down to the 37-yard line, gains 11, and another first down for the Panthers. Second one coming via the pass.
1st and 10, Panthers.
Panthers pick up another first down.
3 completions on 3 passes for Nick Moore, 61 yards in the air.
Wow. 6 minutes left in the half as he runs out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for the Panthers, leading 14-6. Calhoun had a nice drive. Panthers trying to answer. Panthers resetting in the double wing formation. Man in motion, that's Schimmerhorn. He'll try to get outside. Turns the corner. It's got some running room, makes a man miss, gets it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Give him a gain of 17 on the play and another first down for the Panthers as Schimmerhorn shows the speed and the lightning quickness. Wyatt Schimmerhorn, the 5'10", 140-pound junior. That's a nice run by Schimmerhorn. Man, he really got the Jets going there, didn't he?
Yes, indeed. LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. Trucking for all your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD.
1st and 10 for the Panthers, 5:35 and counting. Now they give the ball to another new man. That's Pabin, who gets the ball down to the 16-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Pabin, second time I do believe he's run the ball tonight. 5:25 and counting left in the half.
7 ball carriers so far, Jack, for the Panthers on the offensive side. Hard to stop when they've just got options that keep coming at you.
It is dangerous when you've got that many, and both sides really running a lot of ball carriers. 5:10 and counting. 20 seconds left on the play clock. 5:05 left on the game clock in the half. Panthers with the ball on the 16-yard line, a 2nd and 6. An I formation this time. They'll give the ball. No, that's Moore with it. He's going to throw a little short pass across the middle. That is Alford. Alford's going to get the ball down to the 1-yard line. 15-yard play on that. The 1st and goal from the 1. 15-yard pass play to Alford that time, and another first down at the 4:51 mark stops the clock.
Truck scoreboard, West Central leads Unity Payson 12-8, 11-12 left in the second quarter, and Triopia up 18-0 over North Green early in the second.
Moore at quarterback. Gives the ball across the middle to Riley for the touchdown. A 1-yard run by Riley, and the Panthers pick up another score. Makes it 20-6 as Riley carries it in from 1 yard out behind that big line of the Panthers. And that comes at the 4:48 mark of the second quarter of play. For the Panthers, a 1-yard run by Riley, set up by that 15-yard pass play from Moore to Alford. That was a pretty one. Moore's really made people come up to him and then able to dump it off. And they'll go for the extra points. The 2-point conversion leading by 14, so it's a big 2-point conversion. High formation again for the Panthers. They give the ball. No. Moore's going to throw the ball on the inside, and it's going to be complete. Alford's going to get it for the 2-point conversion, and the Panthers lead 22-6. Timeout on the field. We'll take it 2. Panthers lead it 22-6 over Calhoun with 4:48 left in the half. More comes your way after this.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales.
Thank you to Williams Auto Sales, one of our sponsors tonight, along with Deer Wester Grain and many others. Thank you to all of our sponsors tonight, like Prairieland FS, Great Rivers Bank, Nucci's, Logan's Ag, and Little Jess Motors. Little Jess, our halftime sponsor. It'll be a kickoff now after Alford caught the two-point conversion. Panthers lead at 22-6 as they answered back against Calhoun. It'll be Calhoun football. Back deep, I do believe, is Roth again. Eiler will kick it off. Across the middle. He'll get the ball all the way out to Roth, who will take it on the 15, 20, 25, 30, head of steam, 35-yard line, out to the 40, still on his feet, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's in Panther territory all the way out to what appears to be the 47-yard line to the Panthers. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. Calhoun with very good field position as Roth caught the ball and was on the move. 48-yard line, 1st and 10 in Panther territory is Calhoun, with plenty of time at the 4:39 mark of the second quarter. 22-6 is the Trucks scoreboard. 217-922-0044 for Trucks LLC. Here comes Lorton and company in the power formation this time. Man in motion. They'll give the ball to Longnecker across the middle. Carries a man or two. Longnecker's going to get the ball to the 44-yard line. It looks like he'll gain 4 and bring up a 2nd down and 6 at the 4:25 mark before the half. Great job by Calhoun moving the ball also. I'm impressed with their offensive line doing some nice blocking. Panthers seeing some different sets by Calhoun. Double wing this time with the fullback in Longnecker behind Lorton. Man in motion. Option play. Lorton's going to keep it himself. He'll get the ball out to about the 41-yard line. Looks like he'll get the ball down to the 41, call it the 40. He'll gain 4 on the play and bring up a 3rd and 2 in 4-down territory. 3:50 and counting left in the half. Lorton's had some success on the keeper tonight.
Yes, he has. He's got 4 carries, 22 yards here. 7, 7, 4, and 4.
Tell you what, that triple option with the quarterback as a keeper sometimes is tough, and if he pitches it late, looks like Ross going to be wide out on the left-hand side. And they'll give the ball this time to the man on the other side. That's Friedel trying to go outside. He's going to have the first down and more, but a hanky on the field, and that usually means holding. Let's see what the call will be. Holding against Calhoun. And it's going to be thrown down at the 41-yard line. So that's going to take it back to the 49 of Calhoun, where they will have. Yeah, the flag is on the 41, so they'll take it down to the 49 of Calhoun, I do believe. And so it would be 3. Now it's going to be 13 yards. 3rd and 13 is what it should be. Now they're going to put it back on the 50-yard line. My math's a little better than that, but that's okay. Ball's at the 50-yard line. That'll be a 3rd down and 12, call it. 3:30 and counting, or 20 and counting left in the half. Lorton the quarterback. Double wing situation with Roth wide out on the left-hand side. Man in motion. They'll pitch it back on a halfback pass. Friedel's going to try to find the man. Ball's going to be knocked away on a nice defensive play by the Panthers, and that's Moore or Blewett. Gavin Blewett knocks it away that time. Nice job by Blewett. Intended receiver that time was Chase Ralston, and he had broken open, but Blewett came in and knocked the ball away, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 12 yards to go from the 50-yard line. 3:09 left in the half.
A couple of big opportunities that the Warriors have had here. Jack came up with the fumble recovery, had a great kickoff return, and just can't make much of either one.
Nope, but Friedel's going to be back to punt. I thought maybe they'd go for it. Back to punt, gets it away. Ball's going to roll dead, and it's going to roll way down into about the 1-yard line, and that's where the Panthers are going to have the ball. 1st and 10. at the 1-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 2:57 left in a half. What a punt by Friedel. His foot has been amazing tonight. Camp Point Central is going to have it 99 yards to go and 2:57 with the time on the clock and 3 timeouts left.
Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in care, medical care when you need it, 7 days a week, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Oh, excuse me, Monday through Saturday, not Sundays. Hey, they'll see anybody ages 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Check it out online, IlliniHospital.org.
Moore back at the 1-yard line. Let's see what the Panthers want to do. Under center is Moore. Starts a man in motion. Long count. Now they'll reset Ginnenbacher. 2:56 left in the half. Moore under center. Starts Ginnenbacher in motion, gives the ball to the fullback across the middle. He'll get the ball out close to the 5-yard line. Is it Griffin or Riley? We'll see. Looks like they're going to set the ball out at about the 3. Griffin carried the ball. Be a 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers at the 2:30 mark with the clock ticking down. Calhoun might want to call a timeout here if they get another good defensive play. Across the middle, fullback still on his feet, carries the ball way out over the 10, past the 15, down to the 16, and that'll be a 1st down for the Panthers. Griffin gets the 1st and 10. Gets it out to the 15, 12 yards on the carry, 2:20 left in the half. Griffin able to find the opening. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 15. Graves with the ball across the middle, still on his feet, close to the 20, going to be stopped at the 19. He'll gain 4 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Panthers with 2 minutes left in the half. Neither team wants to stop the clock at this point. Panthers right back to the line of scrimmage on the no huddle. Calhoun quickly back to the line. Longnecker playing that defensive tackle on the left side. They'll get the ball across the middle to the fullback, spun and stopped there with no gain on the play. They're going to say Griffin got the ball out to the 20, give him 1. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. They have not had to punt yet tonight. Had some luck from the air tonight also. Let's see what Moore wants to do. Gives the ball across the middle. Guard trap, gets the ball out to the 25-yard line, close to the 1st down. Did they get enough? They did. So Eiler with the block. Griffin gets 6 yards on the play and another 1st down for the Panthers with 1:19 left in the half. See if Moore wants to open things up. Back to pass is Moore across the middle. Got a man open in Ginnenbacher. Catches the ball, makes a couple people miss. Trying to get open, gets the ball out to the 47-yard line of Calhoun. That'll be 14 plus 3, 17 yards on the play. And a 1st down for the Panthers from the Calhoun 47 at the 106 mark. Ginnenbacher had 1 man to beat and couldn't get away from him. Nice job by Webster, I do believe, on the tackle. Now Moore, the quarterback, starts Ginnenbacher in motion. Gives the ball to fullback across the middle. That's Riley inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and the Panthers will call the timeout. They'll face a 2nd down and 1. On the timeout, we'll take the break. More comes your way. Panthers lead at 22-6 after this.
Prairieland FS is a full-service agricultural supplier dedicated to providing high-quality products and services for the purpose of improving customer profitability. We're known for our customer service in and out of the fields. We are neighbors serving neighbors for over 100 years and promise to provide complete seed and application service to all our customers. Our trained energy specialists, along with our crop specialists, can help you take your business to the next level. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal.
2nd and 2 for the Panthers, up 22-6. Back to pass is Moore as he rolls to the left, throws the ball across the middle, finds a receiver. I do believe that's Carter Eiler. Eiler's going to catch the ball inside the 20 down to about the 19. That's going to be a 19-yard gain, another first down. 42 seconds left in the half. And the Panthers still are quickly to the line of scrimmage as they don't want to waste a timeout yet. Down to about the 18, 19-yard line. Moore under center. 35 seconds left in the half. Gives the ball on the outside. That's Graves trying to turn the corner. Going to go out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. That's where they're going to spot the ball. They'll stop the clock at the 29-second mark. Looks like he's going to gain 9 on the play and bring up a 2nd and 1 from the 10. Clock will stop as he ran out of bounds. They're going to spot the ball on the 11-yard line, so give him 8 on the play, Brian. Sorry.
All right.
And a 2nd down and a long one, short 2 for the Panthers. 29 seconds left in the half. Moore gets the play from Coach Ray on the sidelines. To the line of scrimmage behind Roth, the center, and that line from the Panthers, it's been strong this season. Panthers up 22-6, trying to get another one. Back to pass is Moore, rolls to the right side, going to keep it himself, heading to the end zone, into the end zone for the touchdown. Is a collision. Moore takes it in from 11 yards out. 11-yard run by Moore on the play as he just met him head-to-head with 22.9 seconds left in the half, and Moore takes it in and makes it a 28-6 lead for the Panthers. Moore was tough on that one, wasn't he, Brian?
Boy,
wow.
He just stood up at the end zone, didn't just collided right at the goal line, just stood up and said, "Welcome to Camp Point Central."
He said, "I want this one," and was able to take it in. Nice job by Calhoun trying to meet him head-to-head, but Moore had the momentum that time. Panthers will try for the 2-point conversion, up by 22, 28-6 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Moore under center. Double wing formation. Back to pass is Moore. Got a man open in the corner, and it is no good on the extra point pass as it goes to the ground. Timeout on the field, 28-6. Panthers with the lead. We take the break. More comes your way after this.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Okay, back to live action. Panthers started on their 1. I had them on 16 plays, going 99 yards, I do believe.
That's a long ways, Jack.
Let's see. Started at the 4:39 mark, my mistake. And that means with 22 seconds, they took about 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go 99 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was no good on the pass, and the Panthers lead it 28-6.
Last scoring possession by the Panthers covered 99 yards, 15 plays, 4 minutes.
Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. Call Waters Concrete, 309-252-1052. Waters Concrete. Eiler will be the man kicking off again. Hope he didn't wear his leg out. He's back and will reset. You can also call Pike County Concrete at 285-5548 in Pittsfield and Jacksonville for all your concrete needs. Stay tuned for the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Kick across the middle is a little pooch kick. Ball is up, and a nice job by Calhoun. And
maybe Jake Snyder's, maybe?
I think it might have been Snyder.
Nope, number 6.
6 on the reception.
Chase Ralston.
Yeah, Ralston falls on it, and that's where Calhoun will have the ball. 1st and 10 with 21 seconds left in the half. They'll have the ball from the 35-yard line. Calhoun will, 1st and 10. Might they want to open it up a little bit? Calhoun with the ball, second quarter action. 22 seconds left in the half. Lorton under center. Starts a man in motion. They'll give the ball. Nope. Lorton still got it himself around the corner. He'll turn the corner, get it all the way out to the 40-yard line. It would be a gain of 5, but we've got a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. 6-5, nope, no call on the play. 4-3-2-1. We're going to reach halftime. 28-6. The Panthers with the lead here at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Listen to this from Little Jess, and we'll tell you more on the halftime show after these.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
In Pittsfield, you can expect to find a safe, charming, livable community that affords its residents a tremendous quality of life. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, Pittsfield boasts many historic homes and buildings that hark of a different era, each with a fascinating story to tell. Take a drive through our neighborhoods, and you'll get a glimpse of true Midwestern charm. Historic neighborhoods with well-maintained, architecturally diverse homes on quiet tree-lined streets. Safe, walkable, and convenient neighborhoods close to historic downtown Pittsfield, and new subdivisions like Panther Creek offer plenty of beautiful homes. The median price of a home in Pittsfield is $115,000. With such affordable prices and property taxes that are half the national average, it's easy to see why Pittsfield would be a good choice to locate. Pittsfield's Penstone Municipal Airport offers opportunities for small jet services. Pittsfield offers the perfect blend of big city amenities and small town charm. There's a home waiting for you here.
Okay, we're back at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. And we can tell you, Little Jess Motors, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Quincy, Illinois is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and make sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Brian Shoemaker with some scoring wrap-ups on the first half, Brian.
We've got a scoring rundown here. First score of the game came from Camp Point Central. Connor Griffin with a 15-yard run at 3:53 remaining in the first quarter. The run failed. It was 6-0 Panthers. Camp Point Central strikes again in the second quarter, 11:52 remaining in the first half. Griffin with his second run of the game, a 3-yard run. Shimmerhorn runs in for 2, and it makes it 14-0 Panthers. Warriors get on the board later in the quarter, 8:10 remaining in the second quarter. Miles Lorton with an 18-yard pass to Patrick Friedel. The kick by Friedel was blocked, 14-6. Panthers still in the lead. Panthers would strike 2 more times here in the first half. 4:48, Ross Riley with the 1-yard run set up by the big play prior. Moore would connect to Alford for the 2-point conversion. 22-6, Camp Point Central the lead at that point. And right before the end of the half, you saw Nick Moore with the stand-up 11-yard run. The pass try failed in the corner of the end zone. It's 28-6, Jack, and that's where we find ourselves in the halftime break.
On the Trucks LLC scoreboard, we also can tell you that the Padres and the Phillies are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 4th inning in action there. We'll also have some other scores for you when we come back. We'll take the break, and when we come back, we will tell you about the individual scoring or stats and more. Panthers lead at 28-6 over Calhoun. More comes your way after these.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
For the past 4 years, I've had the honor of serving our community as the Pike County Clerk and Recorder. Within those years, I have completed the first ever internal payroll audit in Pike County history, increased revenue with the recording department with implementation of record availability, and administered and or written over $3.75 million in grant monies. I would appreciate your support to continue this progress, and please vote Roseberry on November 8th.
Paid for by the Pike County Republican Central Committee.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Glad you've joined us for the broadcast tonight as Little Jess Motors with our halftime sponsor. Brian's got some statistics here. And Brian, basically all you're going to have to do here when we get started is when you take a break, just double click on that and those should all play. If you don't see the little speaker, just click on the next one and then unclick them as they run.
Okay. We'll give it a good shot.
I'll be back. I'm going to go for a little assignment.
Yes.
Yeah, you can shut me off here.
All right, there we go. Well, hey, welcome to the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram most unofficial official stats you're going to get here for tonight's contest between the Camp Point Central Panthers and the Calhoun Warriors. Let's start with the offense here for the Camp Point Central Panthers. Ross Riley, 4 carries, 22 yards. Wyatt Schimmerhorn, 17 yards on 1 carry. Gavin Graves, 5 carries tonight, 42 yards in the first half. Isaac Ginnenbacher, the big senior, 4 carries, 32 yards, including a 14-yard run. Nick Moore, the quarterback, 4 carries for 20 yards. Drew Paben, 2 carries for 9. Connor Griffin, the leading rusher here in the first half for Camp Point Central, 9 carries, 55 yards on the ground. 29 carries, 197 yards of rushing offense for the Panthers here in the first half. Passing goes like this. Nick Moore, 6 passes, 6 completions, 102 yards in the air for Nick Moore. Receptions, Carter Eiler has 2 catches for 30 yards. Josh Alford, 1 catch for 15. Isaac Ginnenbacher, 2 catches for 43 yards. And Drew Paben, 1 catch for 25 yards. The Panthers have committed 2 penalties in the contest for a total of 20 yards. That is a total of 299 yards of offense in the first half for the Camp Point Central Panthers. 28 points on the board for the undefeated CPC Panthers. Switching over to the Calhoun Warriors. Patrick Friedel, 3 carries, -1 yards for number 3, the running back. Hunter Roth, 3 carries for 4 yards. Miles Lorton, 6 carries on the ground for 35 yards. Connor Longnecker, 7 carries for 33 yards. And Jack Webster, 3 carries for 1 yard. Miles Lorton, 2 for 1 here in the air, 18-yard completion to Patrick Friedel. Patrick Friedel had a pass attempt, is incomplete for no yards. 4 penalties tonight so far in the first half for the Calhoun Warriors, totaling 24 yards. They have 5 first downs in the contest, and if you do 72 and 18, that is 90 yards of total offense even here in the first half. 6 points on the board here for the Calhoun Warriors, excuse me. Little score updates around the area for you. Beardstown leading Pleasant Hill late in the second quarter, 34-0, as Beardstown looks to become playoff eligible here tonight at 4-4, needing a win over the Pleasant Hill Wolves. Triopia trying to pick up a win here at the end of the season. They lead the North Green Spartans late in the second quarter, 26-0. Greenfield Northwestern route may be one of the big games here of the night. Greenfield Northwestern leading route 8-6 somewhere in the second quarter. Unity Payson leading West Central late in the second quarter, 16-12. Unity Payson trying to lock in the 6th win of the year. West Central desperately looking for win number 5 to try and make themselves eligible for the playoff show tomorrow night. In the Sangamo Conference, Maroa Forsyth leading Athens 21-14 late in the second quarter. Williamsville up over Auburn 21-6 midway through the second, and Pittsfield trying to get its second win of the season over Riverton, leading 28-0. 4 minutes left in the first half for the Sockies as they try to pick up win number 2 on the year. You are listening to the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram playoff show here, the halftime show, Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. And my friend Jack Hall is back. I haven't played a thing. I've just been rambling. We've just been telling them all the scores. You better get back on.
Let's take a break, and we'll just go from there. We're back with more after these.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy is a place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and make sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. They've got to be happy with Connor Griffin's running tonight. He's had some pretty nice yards. I know you had all those stats, but I was gone for a little bit.
You were gone.
A lot of stats on the night so far.
A lot of stats on the night. 197 yards on the ground to Jack, 102 in the air for Nick Moore on 6 pass completions. Really everything going the Panthers' way, barring a fumble early. But that's about it. Other than that, but it's been a nice night for the Panthers, and even on that 16-play drive, pretty efficient.
I really think that the Warriors are going to be a tough out in the playoffs, though, because they're really starting to develop some consistency. And this Panthers squad just keeps sending fresh people to you all night long here on senior night. This is only their 4th home game of the season. They should get to host a game, I'm going to guess, next Saturday, and we'll be here to cover that. We've got to kind of deal with some things with the National Federation video boards and things, too. We're going to talk to them on Monday and see what they're going to allow us to do and how we can work together with them. Very possible, folks, we'll have a code for you to be able to go on there and be able to watch the game free if you're a local advertiser or a local viewer, but the people away from here may have to go to the NFHS to be able to watch it, but we'll let you know about that. 28-6 here at halftime, Panthers with the lead. We're going to take our final break of the half and give you a few more scores when we come back and tell you more when we come back on the halftime show after these important messages.
Hi, this is Clint Weir. As a law enforcement officer, you trust me every day to fight for justice and seek the truth. You trust me to serve your family and your friends with compassion and understanding. And most importantly, you trust me to lead Pike County with grace and dignity. Now I'm asking you to trust me once again. My little brother, Gage, is running for Pike County Treasurer. As Treasurer, Gage will continue to fight for transparency and fairness to ensure that Pike County continues to be the best place to live and raise a family. You put your trust in me to serve my community. Now I'm asking you to trust my little brother, Gage Weir, to continue a legacy of quality and excellence. Vote Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer this November.
Paid for by Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 28-6, the Panthers lead on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. And you've got some more scores for us, Brian.
Some updated scores here from around the WIVC and the area. Greenfield Northwestern with a pick 6 and a 2-point conversion, Jack. They are up now 14-6 is what we're being told in the second quarter over Route. Unity Payson goes into the halftime up 10 over West Central, 22-12. Unity Payson gets a late score in the second quarter. Pittsfield Riverton is a halftime break now, 28-0 for the Sockies. Jacksonville High leading Normal U High late in the second quarter, 27-21. And Rushville Industry all over West Hancock, 58-0 at half. Jack.
Nothing in the Macomb Illini West game, I guess, that's not tomorrow, I don't believe.
I just haven't looked and tried to
I
find
understand.
it.
But 28-6 here at halftime for the Panthers, and they'll get the kickoff to start the second half here. Glad you've joined us on Central Illinois Sports. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Please stay tuned to our Facebook page and our YouTube page to tell you more about the broadcast next week also. Any other updates for us, Brian, as we get ready to rock?
That's about it. My daughter sent me a picture of a PowerPoint she's working on for school for Taylor Swift's new album, Jack. Did you listen to Midnights today?
I did. I missed that. I'm
did?
going to the Danny Goki and Tasha Layton concert tomorrow night at the junior high in Quincy, though.
You didn't even wake up for the 3 a.m. special songs or anything. Goodness gracious.
Now they're going to kick it off deep, and that ball is going to go all the way in the end zone and out, and the Panthers are going to have it on the 20, 1st and 10, and Friedel's got a great foot.
That's a boot.
As we get ready for the second half, we tell you Trucks LLC for all your diesel repair needs. Call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service with their units at this time as their new building's being constructed in the industrial park in Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping the local community and all of you with their diesel service needs. 217-922-0044. Panthers will have it 1st and 10, just underway in the second half, leading 28-6 against Calhoun. Calhoun 5-3. They should make the playoffs. The Panthers will make it either at 8-1 or 9-0. And many others fighting for their playoff lives tonight. Also, Minden Unity kind of making West Central have to work to try to get theirs. Moore will give the ball to Gittenbacher on the left-hand side. Isaac with running rooms. Got to turn the corner, 40, 45. Spins out close to the 50. He'll get it out to the 48-yard line, give him 28 yards on the play. And another first down for the Panthers, give him 29, they say, on the play.
60 yards rushing now for Isaac Gittenbacher tonight.
I'm sure he'd like to have 100 in his senior year. He's going to come out and take a break for a minute. Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. No huddle offense for the Panthers from the 49, 1st and 10, their own 49. Just underway in the second half. Second man through is going to be stood up on a nice tackle by the job from Calhoun. Graves had the ball, and he's going nowhere as Longnecker and company put the stop on him there. Longnecker and also Will Hurley in on the tackle that time. Panthers will lose a couple on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 from the 47-yard line. Best defensive play of the night for Calhoun. 11 minutes, 10 seconds left, third quarter. Double wing formation again. They give the ball to Graves on the outside. No, that's Pabin. Pabin's trying to turn the corner. He'll be tackled after the play, and penalty flags will come down as Pabin was tackled afterwards.
Looked like hands were all over the collar area, Jack, in the face.
I think they were going to get him for tackling afterwards and maybe a horse collar too, but an unsportsmanlike. Let's see what they're going to call. He gets the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line, so he's going to gain 13, which would have been a first down, and what will they add to it? Going to call a personal foul, I do believe, on the play. But we're waiting to see what the call is from the referee. Hasn't given us a signal yet. Did they call a... I'm going to say they're going to call 15 yards on the tackle after the play. They're going to take it out to the 25-yard line, so a 15-yard penalty. Panthers will have it 1st and 10. And the referee still hasn't given us a signal on what exactly he called, but a personal foul, unsportsmanlike, I guess. Okay. Not the horse collar. Just tackling after the play out of bounds. And, you know, when you got that momentum, it's hard to stop in that situation, isn't it, Brian?
It's a little bit tough, but hopefully kids are able to do that. Not the easiest thing to do, though. A lot easier when you're sitting here in the booth.
1st and 10 from the 25 for the Panthers, trying to add to this 22-point lead. They start Lauterbach in motion. He's going to cut the ball across the middle, still on his feet. One man to beat, gets it down to the 12-yard line, gains 13 on the play for Hunter Lauterbach, and that'll be another first down for the Panthers at the 12-yard line at the 10:58 mark.
20th first down of the game, Jack, for the Panthers.
Lauterbach with a sweet carry there, and he had one man to beat across the middle. Nice job on the tackle, but a penalty on the play, and that'll throw it that. Where was the flag down? The side judge called that one, the line judge. They're going to spot it back at the 25 and move it back 10 to the 35, so they'll lose that good running play. Lauterbach won't get credit for that, and they'll take the ball back to the 35 where it'll be a first down and 20 for the Panthers on the holding call. So Lauterbach had a good run, but it's stopped by the penalty, and the Panthers will face the 1st and 20 from the 35 at the 10:58 mark. Lauterbach said, give it to me again, but he's not in there right now. Double reverse. They give the ball to Schimmerhorn. He's got the ball on the left-hand side, back the original line of scrimmage, then fumbles the ball. See who got the football on the play.
Calhoun.
Schimmerhorn gains 12 on the play, and then he's going to give up the football. So give him 12, and then Calhoun's going to get the second fumble of the night that the Panthers have coughed it up. And I have not seen the Panthers cough the ball up very often, but they have tonight 3 or 4 times and lost a couple of them. That ball's going to be out on the 24-yard line, and the Warriors will have it 1st and 10, and that comes from hard tackling by Calhoun. You got to give him credit for that. 10:49 left, third quarter. Panthers give it up on the fumble for the second time tonight. First and 10, Lorton the quarterback under center in the double wing formation. Keeps the ball himself and is going to be stacked up. He's going to gain 1 on the play to the 25, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Warriors at the 10:35 mark. Waters Concrete, offering quality concrete for your new builds, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete here to serve you, 309-252-1052, and Bowler's Universe. Stop out yet tonight and get some food, pizza, craft beers, and more to Bowler's Universe. It's a fun place for you to be. We'll see you there maybe tomorrow night. 10-15 and counting. 2nd and 9 for the Warriors. They start a man in motion. Working on the outside. Lorton, did he pitch the ball to Webster?
I think so.
Looked like he did get to pitch out to Webster. Nope, Friedel, they say. Friedel's going to get the ball out to the 27-yard line, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 7. Give him 2 yards on the play at the 9:50 mark of the 3rd quarter. Very shifty is this offense for Calhoun. Hard to pick things up, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a little quick. They're quick. They've got some speed that, in some regards, does match Central a little bit.
We'll be back here hopefully next Saturday for a playoff game. Double wing formation. Panthers in the defense. Long count from Lorton. Lorton's going to hand the ball on the wide side. Is that Friedel again? Friedel's going to carry the ball out to the 34-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7. That's what they needed for the first down. Is it enough? They're looking at it. They're going to say it's a 4th down and a very short 1 yard to go. No measurement on the play as they're going to spot the ball right on the 33-yard line. Not a real great spot for Calhoun that time.
That's a long one.
Yep.
Almost a 2.
4th and a lot of 1. See what they're going to do on the hard count possibly. Nope, they're going to get it to the Longnecker. Longnecker's going to carry the man out and get the first down, give him 3 on the play. He'll get it out to the 36, gain of 3 on the play, and a first down for Calhoun. Longnecker's kind of a sure thing on a first down there, is he not?
That he is very much. Hey, we want to remind you about the Moose Lodge 420 Friday meals at the Moose Lodge. New specials each week, hot food, cold drinks at the Moose Lodge on Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Haven't heard anything from Mark Georges from Dayton, Ohio tonight. Hope he's doing well. 9 minutes left 3rd quarter. They'll hand the ball on the outside. I think that's to Longnecker again. Not going to get much that time. Rigg in on the tackle as Longnecker was stood up. Going to get the ball out to the 37-yard line. We'll give him 1 on the play and a 2nd down and 9. 8:40 and counting left 3rd quarter. Panthers lead it 28-6. They started with the ball here in the quarter, but fumbled the ball after a fairly good run. At the 8:30 mark, Calhoun back to the line of scrimmage with Lorton the quarterback. Starts a man in motion, gives the ball. No, Lorton's had himself now. He'll pitch it outside, and a good tackle by the Panthers on the pitch. That time Roth was the man with the ball on the late pitch. And he'll lose a yard on the play back to about the 35.5-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 10 yards to go for Calhoun. Make it 11, in fact.
Nice read by Payman, able to stick with his man and force Lorton to make that choice and able to make the tackle.
Drew's not big, but he's fierce, and he knocks the blocker out of the way and makes the tackle on a big man in Roth. 3rd down 11, ball at the 35-yard line. Now from the shotgun goes Lorton. He rolls out to the right. The lefty throws, completes the pass. Nice pass play out to Friedel, I do believe. And they get the ball out to the 47-yard line. Looks like they ought to have enough for the first down. Where are they going to place the ball? It's right at the yard marker, and they're going to call it. I was going to say you ought to be able to see it, so it's out the 47-yard line. So the pass play goes for 12, and that's enough for a first down for Calhoun at the 7:40 mark. Friedel on the catch. He looked at it long and hard, did the referee, and he said that looks like a strike, but it might have been a ball.
That's right.
And you don't get to do it over like volleyball.
Trucks LLC, diesel repairs called Trucks, currently operating with mobile service units only at this time, 217-922-0044. And like Trucks on Facebook, Jack, they're the scoreboard sponsor tonight and every night.
Mason Ingles put the coat on. It's getting a little nippier outside there. That boy got one glove on, too. He's got the Michael Jackson look. 7:30. He doesn't know who Michael Jackson
No,
even
maybe
is.
not.
He knows Michael Jordan maybe still.
Maybe.
Back to pass is Lorton. How he brings it down on the quarterback keeper. He's going to be tackled short of the 50-yard line. Down to the 49, gains 2 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Calhoun with 7:15 and counting left in the third quarter. 28-6 is the lead by Camp Point Central. The senior cheerleaders all have banners on tonight, huh?
Got to let you know who they are.
You bet. 7 minutes and counting left in the third quarter. 28-6 on the Trek scoreboard. The Panthers lead. That's what the halftime score was. 2 wideouts on the left-hand side. Lorton with a single back in the backfield with a wing on the left-hand side. Keeps it himself. Going to be tackled after a very short gain of about a half a yard. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 7 for Calhoun. Roth, the nose guard, was in on that tackle at the 6:30 mark.
Lorton's got 9 carries, 39 yards on the ground. Connor Longnecker, 9 carries, 37 yards on the ground, Jack. They're leading rushers.
You don't want to protect your quarterback for the playoffs, but you don't want him getting hurt in this series because a triple option quarterback, if you lose him going into the playoffs, it'd make it tough. I don't care how good your backup is, he's not going to be as good as the guy handing the ball off and running this series. 6 minutes left, third quarter, 3rd and 8. Man in motion is Roth. Going outside is Lorton. Keeps it himself. Going to be tackled in Panther territory out at about the 48-yard line. He'll gain 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 4 for Calhoun with 5:45 and counting left in the third quarter. I would say Calhoun's going to go for it, trailing by 22 here in the third quarter with 5.5 minutes left. Lorton brings the play in from the sidelines. Most teams do that now. They have the quarterback go to the sidelines and bring it back out. I ran plays back and forth my freshman year for one game and told Coach I never wanted to do that again.
Gets tiring.
You bet. I was worn out. 5:20. I'm still tired from it.
Huh.
5:15 left. Back in the shotgun formation. Lorton back to pass across the middle and knocked away by Pabin at the last second. What a good defensive play by Drew Pabin. The intended receiver was Ralston that time. And Calhoun will run out of downs, and Camp Point Central will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from the 48 of the Panthers with 5:12 left third quarter. See if the Panthers can take care of the football. Come out off the sideline is Alford now, coming into the game for the Panthers is Bo Gottman. Moore brings the play in from the sidelines with 5:12 left third quarter. 1st and 10 Panthers from their own 48-yard line, leading 28-6. Double wing formation with the fullback in Griffin. He's got a couple touchdowns. They hand the ball on the outside to Graves. Gets a stiff arm, gets by a man, then runs out of bounds and is knocked out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, I do believe. Nope, they're going to say 42. Give him 6 on the play and a 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers. That stops the clock at the 5:07 mark. Graves got ahead of steam. Now they're going to set it at the 43. Sorry. Griffin's still in at fullback. Ginnenbacher and Graves. They'll give the ball to Griffin across the middle. He's breaking outside, going to be tackled after a short gain on the play of maybe a yard. Gets the ball out to the 42-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 as Griffin was hit. Now somebody's down on the field because the trainer's coming out. Let's see who's down.
Well, we've got a timeout, Jack. We'll remind you on the Truck scoreboard, Greenfield Northwestern now leading route 20-6, 5:22 left in the first half. That's just about 10 minutes ago.
And we're going to take a break here as we see that and hear from Illini Hospital. More comes your way after these.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities that fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Live action here, Brian.
Yep, you're up.
Yep, back to live action. Griffin was down on the play, and he's walking off under his own power. Looks like he's got an ankle that's giving him a little bit of trouble, maybe. He got hit hard out there, and it could have been a lot of different things, but carrying his own helmet out. We'll hopefully say a little prayer for Connor here, and hopefully he'll be just fine. Riley comes in at the fullback position. Third down and a very short one here for the Panthers at the 43-yard line. Man in motion is Ginenbacher. He'll get the ball on the outside, has the first down, spins. He's not going to gain a lot, but enough for the first down as he gets it down to the 40-yard line. Give him a gain of 3 on the play and another first down for the Panthers. And they've built those first downs up one after the other. They lead 28-6 here in the third quarter with 4:51 left in this third quarter of action. They'll set the ball just inside the 40-yard line and restart the clock. Drew Pabin comes into the game. Grays will leave for just a minute. So Pabin will be on the left wing. Looks like we'll have Riley at the fullback position with Ginenbacher on the right wing. Quarterback and Nick Moore back to action after a 3-game hiatus. Man in motion. Give the ball across the middle to Riley. He's going to be stood up after a short gain. Gets it out to the 33. Gains 7 on the play. Should bring up a second down and 3. And the clock keeps on ticking. Panthers are up by 22, and they don't mind burning some clock here, Brian.
No, not at all. And this is definitely the time to do it. Calhoun was able to put some things together, Jack, and really burned a lot of time themselves in that drive on the third quarter, and it's whittled the clock away pretty quick here.
Macomb leads 16-0 late in the second quarter, according to Andy Phelps. Thank you, Andy. Back under center is Moore. 2nd and 3 from the 33. Hands the ball deep to Pabin. Pabin's going to gain not much of anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled inside the 30. Nope, about the 34, so he'll actually lose a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down and about 4. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. That play saw the good defense of Longnecker and Roth and others on the outside closing in quickly for Calhoun. Also in on the defensive play was August Squires, and we've heard a lot about Squires. He's not tall, but he is a tough one. 3 minutes left third quarter. Panthers with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 5. Moore under center, starts Ginenbacher, fakes, rolls to the right. Throws a little pass across the middle to Eiler. Eiler's going to be tackled after a gain out to about the 26-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down, as the Panthers will have another first down, an 8-yard gain. They needed 4. And the Panthers at the 2:49 mark on a pass to Eiler. And the Panthers are showing they can throw the football tonight.
Yes, they are, Jack. 110 yards in the air for Nick Moore. Carter Eiler, 3 catches, 38 yards.
That was a Trucks LLC scoreboard update. Macomb leading by a couple touchdowns over Illini West, who needs the win to make the playoffs. 2:25 and counting, third quarter. Panthers with a new set of downs from the 25, 1st and 10. Moore under center. Offset I formation. They'll give the ball to Ginenbacher across the middle. Turns the hips, beats a couple people. Good tackle by Calhoun right at the last second. Ginenbacher's going to get the ball to the 16. And that'll be a gain of 10 on the play. Penalty flag late, unsportsmanlike against Calhoun, which is going to give the first down, and just some frustration in that situation. Ginenbacher will frustrate you.
He's That's putting it lightly.
Not his mom and dad, and not his coaches, but he'll frustrate the other team because he's a tough one to bring down. They'll take the ball half the distance from the 16 down to the 8. They didn't get their calculators out to split it in half. Where are they going to put it? Should be about the 8-yard line. Let's see if they get it. No, they're going farther. Half the distance is the 6-yard line from the 16. I'll be darned.
Okay.
1st and goal from the 6. I don't know how you got half the distance from there, but we'll take it, right?
Carried the 1.
Yeah,
That's how it
2:10
worked.
left in the quarter. 1st and goal from the 6. Panthers knocking on the door again. Moore under center. Starts Genenbacher in motion. They give the ball across the middle to the fullback, and he's into the end zone. Should be Riley, I do believe.
I think so.
Riley's going to take it in for another touchdown. 6-yard run by Riley. And he'll get the touchdown here in the third quarter at the 2:05 mark. So the Panthers will put another score up and make it 34-6. They will go for the 2-point conversion. Will the Panthers? 34-6, 2:05 left in the third quarter. Moore in motion. Pitches the ball on the outside. Now we've got a pass across the middle instead. Carter Eiler for the 2-point conversion. 36-6. Timeout on the field. We'll take it 2. Panthers lead at 36-6. And we're back with more after this.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Panthers score another touchdown, get the 2-point conversion on the pass to Eiler from Moore, 36-6. Brian's got a couple more scores for us.
Greenfield Northwestern en route tightens up once again here in the, what I believe is late in the second quarter, 20-12. Jack Plains leads New Berlin 20-14 at halftime. I think that's it. Oh, Beardstown and Pleasant Hill 40-8. Beardstown Tigers late in the third quarter.
Little pooch kick across the middle. Calhoun will take it at the 35, 40, 45, 50-yard line. Nice job by Ralston. He'll get the ball into Panther territory as he runs the ball out to the 48-yard line of Camp Point Central, and Calhoun will have a new set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 48 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Tell you what, that route in Greenfield game's a dandy, is it not?
That's got to be something. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon, 217-285-4404 at Great Rivers Bank.
Calhoun, 2 minutes left third quarter, knocking on the door at the 49-yard line. Nice job by Ralston. They'll give the ball across the middle. Nope. Quarterback's going to keep it. And that time he needed to pitch as the defense closed in quickly. Genenbacher closed in, the sophomore, and he's going to cause the ball back to the 49-yard line the other way. A loss of 2 on the play and a 2nd down and 12. As that time, Lorton just had no place to go with it as the Panthers closed in quickly. 1:35 and counting left third quarter. 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Calhoun on their own 49-yard line now after starting on the 49 of the Panthers. I tell you, this Calhoun squad looks sharp. Panthers just playing good football. Starting the man in motion. Pitch the ball on the outside.
To Friedel.
Friedel's going to turn the corner. Get it all the way out to the 47-yard line of the Panthers. So he'll gain 4 on the play and bring up a 3rd down and about 8. Friedel on a nice run that time. Broke a tackle. They're going to say 3rd and 9, but I thought he got a little more than that. 1:11 left in the quarter. Looked like he must have been knocked out of bounds, and that stopped the clock. 36-6 in favor of the Panthers on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. 3rd and 9 for Calhoun. You listen to it on Central Illinois Sports. We know the colors are wrong. They're orange and green tonight, but you know, if you knew I was red-green colorblind, you'd understand why. Debbie Ray didn't like those colors. Back to pass is Lorton. He's in a peck of trouble, and he's going to be tackled
brought down.
Back inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. He'll lose 8 on the play.
Tackle for loss by the Panther lineman, Caden
Niekamp. Wilkie and Niekamp, a couple of youngsters that'll be back next year.
Big loss there of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I think, Jack.
Hunter Lauterbach comes off the field after a good defensive series. And back to punt is Friedel again. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Good hike from center. He'll get it away. Friedel's got a good foot. Paben's going to back away from the ball, and the ball will roll dead inside the 15. Down to about the 14-yard line, I do believe. Panthers will have it 1st and 10 with 26.9 seconds left, 3rd quarter.
Bowlers Universe open Monday to Thursday at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight as well. Many menu items from burgers to fries and specialty pizzas. Hey, try one of those delicious craft adult beverages as well. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe, way out on the west end in Pittsfield.
Panthers 1st and 10. Bowlers Universe, always a fun place. Don't forget about the Queen of Hearts drawing. It's up to $3,700. That helps Saki Nation.
Woo.
Handoff comes out to the left-hand side by the fullback. Riley with the run. Big gain on the play. Gets the ball short of the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it on about the 28.
Pick up a 14.
14-yard gain on the play, and another 1st down for the Panthers, and the hits just keep on coming.
24th first down of the night. Ross Riley, 7 carries, 49 yards on the ground.
Panthers do not need to come out of the huddle for the end of the 3rd quarter, and they will not after 3 quarters. The Panthers lead it 36-6. 4th quarter play-by-play will come your way in a minute if I just get everything situated. Here we go.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Live action, we will head to the 4th quarter with the Panthers leading 36-6. As we start the 4th quarter, Panthers will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 12 minutes left in this contest. Panthers at the line of scrimmage with a 1st and 10 from the 28. Moore under center. Fullback is Riley. Man in motion. Back, they give it to Riley. He works on the left-hand side, shoulder pad to shoulder pad. The penalty on the play. Looks like we're going to have a hole possibly against the Panthers. Thought I saw a flag fly out there, did I not?
You did.
Flag looks to be...
Riley got to the 34, or 35, while the penalty was happening.
Yep. Looks like they're going to move it back. Spot from the 28 should go back to the 18, I do believe. It'll bring it back to a 1st down and 20 for the Panthers. Replay 1st down, 11:56 left in the contest. Riley gained some yards, but won't get credit for any of them that time. And the Panthers will work from a 1st and 20. 11:56 left in the contest. Panthers lead at 36-6 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Calhoun will make the playoffs. Panthers will make the playoffs. Man in motion, going outside is Graves, trying to turn the corner, gets the corner turn, makes a man miss, still on his feet, out over the 30-yard line, out around the 31. Looks like he's going to gain about 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a second down to about 7. Spotting the ball on the 31-yard line. Graves will get 13. Looks like he got knocked out of bounds, and that will stop the clock again.
Patrick Friedel able to chase him down. Both two quick guys making a big play.
This Calhoun bunch is young, folks. They're going to be tough after this, but don't count them out in the playoffs either. These two could meet again in the playoffs. Man in motion, across the middle, fullback with the ball. Carries the man out to about the 37-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play, bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. Oh, no, they're going to say that's a first down. I'll be darned.
Okay.
From the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
25th first down of the night, Jack.
25, wow.
55 yards on the ground for Ross Riley. Ground yards just keep picking up for the Panthers.
Do we see Griffin on the sidelines? How's he looking? Just came back. Oh, he's out on the field is Connor Griffin. I almost called him Andrew. They give the ball to second man through. That's Ginnenbacher. Breaks a couple of tackles into Calhoun territory. Tackled out at the 47-yard line of Calhoun, so he gains 15 yards on the play. And another first down for the Panthers, and the hits just keep on coming for Isaac Ginnenbacher.
88 yards now on the ground, Jack. 8 carries tonight and 43 yards on 2 receptions.
I think Ginnenbacher had 16 to 1,800 yards last year, but they've spread the wealth a little bit more this year. Panthers back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 from the 47 of Calhoun. Offset I formation. Give the ball to
fumble.
Griffin. Ball comes loose. People falling on it. And let's see who fell on it. Calhoun's got the ball on the fumble on the exchange, and another fumble for the Panthers. 3rd time they've lost it tonight. Calhoun's going to have it 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of Calhoun after the fumble. See what they can do here. Panthers have just had a little trouble on the conversion. Moore back after 3 games. Maybe blew it and then kind of got the handoffs down, and now they and Moore will have to work on it. They'll want to fix that before the playoffs, no doubt about it. 1st and 10 for Calhoun, 10:49 left in the contest. They trail 36-6. They'd like to add a score here. Give the ball across the middle. That's the long necker, I do believe. Gets the ball out to the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 for Calhoun with 10:30 in counting.
Longnecker with 10 carries tonight, 40 yards on the ground.
He's a good one. LSSD Trucking, 3D Leasing, 285-2808. The Dunham boys and their gang doing a great job with all your trucking. It's a big company doing great things locally, folks. If you'd like to be a driver, why don't you give them a call, 285-2808. Wide receiver to the right. Kind of a wishbone formation. They'll hand the ball deep this time to
number Roth.
Roth won't gain anything, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 from the 49. Play just took a little long to develop, and the Panthers' defense was able to close in on it on the right side as their linebackers really close in on these plays. The Panthers have 9 seniors, but they've got a lot of youngsters out there playing too, a freshman and some sophomores, a lot of juniors.
A lot of kids still to come.
And they'll keep developing them, but Calhoun's going to be a tough one too. Carrollton's going to be a tough one next year. You watch and see. Lorton, the quarterback, hands the ball across the middle. That should be the Longnecker. Longnecker will get the ball out to the 47-yard line, gains 4 on the play, and that should bring up a 4th down and 3. 4th and 3 for Calhoun at the 9:15 mark with the clock ticking down. 36-6 is the score right now on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Brian Shoemaker's collected lots of scores for you on the night, and he'll remind you of some of those as we can update them. You can also pick them up on Channel 7 at the end of the night.
That's right. Rocky leading Quincy 20-0, Jack, at the end of the first quarter.
They were mad about having to wait.
Late night.
Oh, my. First quarter, Quincy High losing 12-20-0. That JB game took forever. Man in motion across the middle, but they give the ball to Longnecker, and he's going to be stood up. And Niekamp is going to be the tackler, and that's not going to be a first down for Calhoun. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 47-yard line. The Panthers will take over on downs, trying to take care of the ball after they fumbled 3 times this evening. Oh, 38-0. Macomb leads late in the third quarter over Illini West. Macomb's going to be 9-0. Panthers are going to be 9-0. Are you guys going to sing? Looks like a bunch of singers up here to me.
Looks like a lot of singers here.
They're going to sing the lucky ticket for the 50-50. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They put it on the 46. I'll be darned. Panthers stack it up. Hand the ball to first man through. And Riley has got one man to beat.
A lot of gain.
Down to the 23-yard line. Give him 24 yards on the play and another first down for the Panthers on just a little quick hitter off of the left tackle.
31-yard rushing gain.
79 yards on the ground now for Ross Riley. 9 carries tonight. Boy, Jack, the ground yards just keep piling up here tonight.
Big yardage for the Panthers, and that's with 3 fumbles on the night that they've lost.
Yeah.
Carter Eiler comes off to the sideline, and
3:22, Jack, for somebody winning tonight.
Give the ball to the fullback, first man through. Riley's going to run the ball inside the 20, down to about the 18, give him a 5-yard gain. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. 7:58 left in regulation, 36-6.
Ross Riley, Isaac Genenbacher on a race to see who's going to get 100 yards on the ground first.
825-8712. Blue ticket, 825.
Get out your ticket, Jack. Blue tickets. Hey.
That's the number I wanted. I guess these girls aren't going to believe me.
Can't get a winner up here, I tell you what. Tough sledding here at Camp Point.
Cole Prock comes off the field for just a moment. Man in motion. Give the ball on the outside. Turning the corner is great. Trying to get into the end zone. Gets it down to about, oh no, that's Schimmerhorn down to the 1. 16. Schimmerhorn gains 17 on the play and a 1st and goal as Schimmerhorn picks up another big carry on the night. 7:16 and counting left in this one. Call it the 2-yard line. What do I know? 1st and goal from the 2. And hand the ticket to the broadcaster, and then he'll claim the winnings.
Hot dog.
Here we come. Goal to goal from the 2. Ball troubled, Moore had it. Fumble on the play. Panthers are going to get it back on about the 4 or 5-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 4. Do we have a winner? That guy looks like Jack Hall. I wonder if that's who the winner was. Nope, I guess not. 2nd and goal from the 4 for the Panthers after the fumble. Never seen them have that much trouble. Panthers on a 2nd and goal from the 4. Moore had a little trouble again. Now they'll give the ball to the fullback. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown Panthers, 4-yard rushing score.
Was that Riley? Ross Riley carries it in at the 6:03 mark. 4th quarter, 4-yard run for Riley. He's piled up some touchdowns on the night. Panthers now lead at 42-6. And they'll go for the 2-point conversion. That comes at the 6:03 mark of the 4th quarter. Moore brings it in from the sidelines. It's a really good Calhoun team, so it tells you how good the Panthers are this season. Riley with 3 touchdowns, they say. 6:03 left in the ball game. Moore under center. Pits the ball outside. And the man is short of the goal line, did not get in. Thompson could not get in. Timeout on the field. We'll take it to Panthers with a 42-6 lead. We'll take the break. More comes your way after this.
When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your Nutrient Crop Consultant today.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Carter Eiler back on to kick now. Panthers leading 42-6 with 6:03 left in the contest. Riley with his third touchdown of the night. That one a 4-yard run. Brian Shoemaker will wrap it up on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Kick across the middle. Picked up on the 25, 30, 35-yard line. Nice job by the ball carrier.
Number 55, August Squire, I believe.
August Squire, that middle linebacker, bringing that one back, and he gets it all the way out to the 43-yard line, and that's where Calhoun will have it, 1st and 10. Calhoun with another new set of downs with 5:57 left. They'd like to add another score. Panthers haven't given up a lot of touchdowns on the season. Beardstown scored 28 a couple of weeks ago in a dandy football game where the Panthers held on for the win. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. 5:57 left in the contest. Panthers lead at 42-6. Calhoun's Lorton under center in the double wing. Man in motion. They give the ball to Linenecker on the left-hand side. Back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard on the play. 2nd down, 9 yards to go with 5:40 and counting left in this one. They get it out to the 45, give him 2 on the play. Longnecker on the carry. Clock ticking down. It'll be under 5:20 before this play is over. Wide out to the right. Double wing formation. Lorton the quarterback. Man in motion. Gives the ball again to the fullback. Out to about the 49-yard line. Should bring up a 3rd down and about 5. Call it 3rd and 4. It's a long 4. 5 minutes left in the contest. On Central Illinois Sports, we'll have playoff action for you next week. We'll have to tell you about where, when, and where you can watch the game. We'll do what we can do. We're kind of at the mercy of the IHSA and the National Federation. Double wing formation. Lorton keeps it himself, goes to the outside, wants to pitch at the last second, gets the ball to Webster. Nice pitch. Webster on a nice run down to the 39-yard line. Nice job by Webster. He's going to gain 10 yards on the play, and that'll be a 1st down. 1st down for Calhoun. Stayed in bounds.
8th of the game for him, Jack, and we'll remind you about Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give the guys at Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548. Pittsfield and Jacksonville locations for Pike County Concrete.
4:15 and counting left. Calhoun out of the huddle. We'll be under 4 minutes after this play. Lorton under center, starts a man in motion, has a little trouble, now has to go back and get the ball, and he's going to be tackled by Riggs after the fumble that Lorton just had no shot at. The center just didn't get him the ball that time. And they'll set the ball back at the 44-yard line, so he'll lose 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 15. Be about 3:35 when they hike the ball maybe. Neither team in a much of hurry right here. Thanks to Mason Ingalls on a great job all season long. We'll try to get him cold in the playoffs. We'll have to get some warm clothes for him. So bring him some of those hand warmers.
Learn to layer up.
That's right. 3:25 and counting. Lorton gives the ball across the middle. That is Roth, I do believe. Or is that Friedel? Nope, that's Webster.
Webster's
going to get the ball to the 45-yard line. Oh, no, that's down to the 40-yard line, I should say. So a gain of 4 on the play. Bring up a third down and about 11. 3 minutes left in the contest. Panthers are going to go to 9-0. They should be one of the top seeds in the South. Could be the top seed in the South, depending on the points that they'll have. Greenfield, who was trying to beat Route tonight, could be one of the top 2 or 3 also. Man in motion. Lorton rolls out to the left side. Lefty pitches the ball out. That's to Longnecker. Longnecker turns the corner and is going to be tackled out of bounds. Gets the ball out to about the 32-yard line. Looks like he's going to gain about 8 on the play. Should bring up a 4th and about 3 or 4. Looks like 4.
Back to the field, 65, Chase Wallace.
2:34 with the clock stopped and the man ran out of bounds. Ball setting now on the 34-yard line. 4th down and 5 according to the board. Calhoun needs 5 to keep the ball here and keep the drive alive. Man in motion. Back to pass is Lorton across the middle. Ball was knocked down and incomplete, so Calhoun will run out of downs, and the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line with 2:30 left. And unless Calhoun wants to call timeouts, the Panthers should be able to run the clock out on this series. 2.5 minutes left in the contest. Panthers are going to win it by a 42-6 count unless something really bizarre happens here. Ball on the 34-yard line. Panthers with a new set of downs. Panther band coming in late on the play is Asher Carroll. Blewett's the quarterback now. Man in motion. Give the ball, usually it's Connor Bush that gets it there. Bush will gain a couple of yards out to the 36-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. Panthers do not have to be in a hurry here. They should be able to run a couple more plays, and unless Calhoun calls a timeout, this game should be in the books. And we will move to the Illini Community Hospital postgame show and the Derek Harris, Edward Jones player or players of the game. 2nd down and 8. Weir is the fullback. Blewett, the quarterback, hands the ball to the fullback across the middle. Weir is going to carry the ball.
42-yard line, 2-yard gain, 3rd down, 6.
Get the ball out to the 38-yard, I'll call it the 37, give him a gain of 1. Bring up a 3rd down and 7. 1:25 left. A lot of new players in there for the Panthers here, trying to get some other people some playing time at the end of this one. Playoff action for both of these teams next week. Also got some volleyball action that Brian Shoemaker is going to tell you about, some coverage we're going to have of. Man in motion. They give the ball to the fullback across the middle. He's going to be stacked up. Weir on the carry. He's going to get the ball out to the 38, give him a gain of 1. It should bring up a 4th down and about 6. 50 seconds left. They're going to spot the ball with 30 seconds left on the play clock, 40 seconds left on the game clock, so the Panthers will have to hike the ball.
All the starters are back.
Starters are coming back for the punt. Only for the punt. Carter Eiler's back to punt. He could catch the ball and just kind of run around with it if he wanted to. 10 seconds left on the play clock, 20 on the game clock. Gets it. And they'll kick the ball. It's going to roll down to about the 25 where the man's going to take the ball. That'll be Friedel. He'll take it out to the 30. Now the ball loose and the Panthers have it.
Scooped up by Eiler.
Eiler's going to pick it up, the punter. The Panthers will have it back with 4.7 seconds left as Eiler picked up the fumble. And hopefully Eiler's okay on the play. He's staying down on the ground. I think he's got a cramp on the play. Hopefully Carter Eiler is fine with that cramp, I do believe. Yep, he's fine. Back up. Panthers can take a knee after they set the ball.
Panther fans, we appreciate healthcare coverage tonight provided by Quincy Medical.
So the Panthers will hike the ball one time, and we will reach the postgame show. 42-6 in favor of the Panthers. They'll take a knee. And we will take the break. That's going to be the ball game. 42-6, the Panthers win. We'll take the break. Tell you more on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show after these.
Pressures on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressures on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressures on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Shelley Brennicky is a candidate for Pike County Clerk. Shelley is a lifelong resident of Pike County. A 1989 graduate of Pittsfield High School, Shelley earned her Bachelor's of Arts in English from Culver Stockton College and her Master's from Grand Canyon University. Her husband, Dan Brennicky, also a lifelong resident of Pike County, served as a Pike County Sheriff's Deputy for 17 years before being appointed as the current Pike County Jail Administrator. Together they raised their son, Dusty, who is now the bailiff at the Pike County Courthouse. Shelley has been a high school English teacher at Winchester High School since 1998. Stemming from farming folk, she understands hard work and perseverance. Shelley's desire to serve the community in the Pike County Clerk's position is fueled by her service-minded attitude, diligence, conscientiousness, and dedication. She believes Pike County deserves the best in their elected officials, and that best can only come from a servant heart. She would appreciate your vote on Election Day, November 8th. Follow her on Facebook at Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk. Paid for by Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls in Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
We've reached the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community since 1942 with excellent health care services, primary and specialty care, emergency medicine. Illini here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. Well, final score in the ball game, 42-6. And with some scoring wraps and some final stats, here's Brian Shoemaker.
Giving you the most unofficial, official stats that we can give you here on the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Let's give you a recap of the two scores that took place here in the second half. Both scores by Camp Point Central, both scores by Ross Riley. He goes in at 2:05 remaining in the third quarter on a 6-yard run. Nick Moore was able to complete a pass to Eiler for the 2-point conversion, and that made the score 36-6. Riley would find an end zone one more time in the fourth quarter, a 4-yard run with 6:03 remaining in the ball game. The 2-point conversion would fail on the run, and that gets us to our final score, Jack, of 42-6 here tonight at Camp Point.
Well, and you know you couldn't have done it without a lot of stats, so why don't you tell us about some of those?
We've got all the stats you could ever want. Let's start you with the Warriors here tonight, who finished their regular season at 5-4 tonight. On the ground, Patrick Friedel, 6 carries for 12 yards total. Hunter Roth, 5 carries for 3 yards. Miles Lorton, the quarterback, 13 carries, 18 yards after suffering a couple of big sacks in the backfield. Connor Longnecker, 15 carries for 56 yards, the big man on the ground tonight for Calhoun. Jack Webster finishes with 5 carries for 15 yards. From the air, Miles Lorton, 5 attempts, 2 completions, 30 yards in the air. Both of those pass completions went to Patrick Friedel, 2 completions, 30 yards. Friedel tried 1 pass tonight, no completion for 0 yards. Final totals for Calhoun tonight: 44 rushes, 104 yards on the ground, 2 for 6 from the air for 30 yards, 134 yards of total offense for the Warriors. 6 penalties tonight, Jack, totaling 47 yards, and some of those were big and critical situations. For the Camp Point Central Panthers here tonight, let's go down the laundry list of running yards for you. Ross Riley, 11 carries, 88 yards tonight. Ties for high with our other guy we'll tell you about in just a second. Wyatt Shimmerhorn, 3 carries, 46 yards. Gavin Graves, 8 carries for 60 yards tonight. Isaac Genenbacher, 88 yards on 8 carries tonight. Nick Moore, the quarterback, 5 carries for 18. Drew Pabin, 4 for 21. Hunter Louderback, 1 carry for 13 yards. Connor Griffin, 10 for 56. Connor Bush, 1 carry for 2 yards. And Zach Weir, 2 carries for 2 yards. Totals up 53 carries, Jack, for 394 yards of rushing offense tonight. From the air, Nick Moore perfect tonight. 7 attempts, 7 completions, 110 yards from the air. A wonderful complimentary air attack tonight.
7 of 7. Wow.
7 of 7 for 110. Carter Eiler, 3 completions, 38 yards. Josh Alford, 1 catch for 15. Isaac Benningsbacher, 2 for 43. And Drew Pabin snags the other one for a 25-yard snag. So let's give you the final numbers here. 53 attempts on the ground, 394 yards. 7 of 7 for 110 yards in the air. That is a total, Jack, of 504 yards of offense tonight, if I can do my math relatively well. 3 penalties tonight for the Panthers, totaling 30 yards. And that wraps up our 42-6 final.
42-6 is the final. We're going to take a break. Name our Derek Harris, Edward Jones player of the game. You listen to these sponsors, if you will, and we're back with more after these.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutosalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales.
Well, we have reached the finals in the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Illini Community Hospital, serving the community since 1942. Excellent health care, primary and specialty care, emergency medicine. Illini here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. It's time for us to name our player of the game. Financial investments are important, so are the investments of time, patience, encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is proud to sponsor the player or players of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how can we do it any other way on senior night but to name the seniors for the Panthers in this senior night, their last regular season home game? Ross Riley, along with Gavin Graves. We'll also name Isaac Ginnenbacher. Also in the senior class tonight is Hunter Lauterbach, along with Bo Gottman. Add to that Owen Roth, also Cole Prock, and the two ends in Carter Eiler and Josh Alford. They'll be our Edward Jones and Derek Harris players of the game. Brian, it's been a joy tonight. You've got some more scores for us, and you got a dandy going on over there at Palmyra tonight.
Well, let's wrap up here the Trucks scoreboard. Last wrap for the night. Anything you want to find afterwards, check out the guys at KHQA here this evening. Greenfield Northwestern and Route are tied 20-20. We know that's just sometime in the second half, Jack, because some people don't post times and quarters when they post updates. That's a rule, everybody. Unity Payson looking to wrap things up at 6-3. They lead 28-12 midway through the fourth over West Central at Winchester. Winchester needs that one to get in the playoffs. Baroa Forsyth leading 8th and 38-36, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Williamsville Williamsville up 34-12 over Auburn late in the third. Pittsfield Sockies looking to grab win number 2 tonight, 34-12 midway through the fourth over Riverton. Rocky still leading Quincy High 28-14. That is halfway through the second because they started so late. Macomb wins tonight 46-0 over Illini West. Illini West season ends at 4-5. And late in the game, 44-0 North Green Triope up over North Green. Beardstown grabs its 5th win of the season, a 40-8 final over Pleasant Hill. That's about all we've got, Jack. What a night.
42-6 the final here. Camp Point Central finishes at 9-0. We'll have playoff action for you next week. Stay tuned to our Facebook page and our YouTube page so we can tell you where we'll be and how you can watch the broadcast next week. For Brian Shoemaker, I'm Jack Hall, bidding you farewell from Camp Point Central tonight. 42-6 the final, reminding you to hug your kids and tell them you love them and let them know the Lord Jesus Christ loves them even more than you. Hug your kids and your family, folks, each and every time, and never forget to do it. This has been a Central Illinois sports presentation, a final from Camp Point Central, 42-6. Good game for Camp Point Central and Calhoun. Thanks.